You found me. Ooh, woo, woo, woo. Oh. Hello. Hey, Angie. What's up, baby? Ooh. Phoenix. Hey, boo. What's going on? What's going on, y'all? How's everything going? I've decided to keep my two things separate. Mama's not good at multitasking, and she knows it. And she knows it. Hey, Candia. So last night when I got off of the live, I went into the Discord. Not Discord. I went and opened up a Twitch. I went back into Twitch just by itself to play Phasmo. I just assumed that she would just pop up in there. I don't know. I shouldn't have assumed that, but I did. And I was like, I was on there for like an hour thinking maybe you might pop up, so we could play Phasmo. So now you got Phasmo now. But yeah. So ooh. Yeah, my bad. I should have said something. Mama's a terrible communicator. You know what I'm saying? Barry, hey boo, Angelina, what's up? I like bouton for mama. Let's see. See. Oh, your power went out. Oh, yeah. You worked a double? Oh, my God, Phoenix. What? Okay. Yeah. Oh, let's see. We got Marilyn. Oh, look, Marilyn, how you doing? What's going on? Angie. Y'all see Darrell? He's contemplating his new life and thinking of all the things and such, etc. And, Bubba. And, is he gonna, it's gonna be love at first sight when they meet, it's arranged marriage, Darrell's got an arranged marriage, he's arranging his marriage, because arranged marriage, that's why. Ooh. The song is stuck in my head now. Na 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 na. Let's see. There it is. That's why. Okay. That makes sense. All right. I'm good. LOL. But Joe is snoring. I knew it. I knew Joe was asleep. I knew it. I had an inclination. I knew it. I was inclined to know, honey. Ooh. Mama psychic abilities. Hey Darrell, how you doing? Are you feeling, how's your spirits? Oh, shut up, Darrell. I do too care. I'm not just asking to be a dick, okay? I'm concerned about you. I see the concern on my face? No, that's not a smile. That's concern. Don't worry about it. Oh, Darrell. Oh, Darrell. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, always a good time. Super Kelly, always a good time. Miss Santana. Hey, honeypot, what's going on? RB, hello. Hello. We're gonna put this gold thing on here. We're gonna meet a goal today because Jesus, we're getting to the end of the month. It's gonna be terrible. Okay. K-Tron Prime, what's up, baby? How you doing? Let me get this thing up. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Got that. Getting in. What did it say? The Santana, nothing much. Just getting in from work. Got you. Got it. Roger Dodger. Let's see. We'll do links. Copy. And we're gonna paste that there like so. Bam. Ooh. Then we're gonna pin that there like so. Ooh. Hit the like button for mama, please. Let's be efficient. Let's be on point. Let's be efficient. Let's be all the things that are good and constructive and positive and very outside of the norm thing for mama. Let's do all of that stuff. Let's make it just that. Daryl, you're like, just so stupid. Y'all got, I don't know why y'all got me coming in here. I got other things I need to be doing. I had an appointment today. Hey, Daryl, are they holding you up? Are they holding you up from your freedom appointment? Daryl got a freedom appointment. What y'all ain't gonna do is keep him from his freedom appointment. Daryl, you tell him. You tell him, Daryl. You tell him. You say, you can't keep me from my freedom appointment, okay? Oh, Daryl, I don't think you're gonna make it, honey. I don't think you're gonna make it. I don't want to be a negative Nancy, Daryl, but I don't think. The fuck? What was that look? The like button for mama. Okay, 20 likes. Let's keep it up. Let's be aggressive about it. You know what I'm saying? The like button. Ooh. Yes, honey. Kelly. Let's see. We got all this.
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated.
There we go.
State have available its next witness?
Yes.
All right, we'll bring the jury out.
Yeah, bring them out. Bring them out. Bring them out. Bring them out. Bring them out.
This approved subject matter jurisdiction, Your Honor. Still have yet to be verified.
Your objections noted.
Let me show y'all this thing I got. Look. Check this out. Look at this thing.
Was my ICF obtained by clerk of courts?
The one requesting the copies of various documents?
The one asking for the complaints.
Yes, my understanding is they're working on it.
Just wanted that clear for the record.
Just one or two ICF forms on that.
I sent one.
Okay, it was sent to me twice, and I just wanted to make sure it was only one. It appeared to be the same thing, but
Is it in the queue, Your Honor? It's in the case.
it should be.
Thank you. All rise.
My little DVD thing. Daryl, why are you cutting your eyes like this?
right, thank you, everyone. Please be seated. State may call its next witness.
State calls Master Trooper Mike Smith.
Come on up, Trooper Smith. When you get to the witness stand, which is to my right, up one riser. If you would please remain standing, raise your right hand, and my clerk, Teresa, will swear you in.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. Have a seat. Madam Clerk, I'm giving you previously received 54. Right, sir, the first thing I will have you do is to state your first and last names for the record
what's
and
up,
spell
baby? Hit the
each.
like button.
First name is Michael, M-I.
We got a 30 super chat goal. We're gonna try to get as close as we can, y'all. We're gonna try to get there. We're gonna try to get as close as we can. That's what we're gonna do. Cause it's terrible. The record didn't help him. Yeah, no, the record didn't help Marion. It turned out that the record didn't help. I know he thought that maybe the record might help, but it didn't. Turned out it didn't. False alarm. It definitely didn't work.
C-H-A-E-L. Last name is Smith, S-M-I-T-H.
Mr. Smith.
Thank you.
Okay.
Go ahead, your witness.
Thank you. How are you employed?
With the Wisconsin State Patrol.
What's your job title?
I am a Reconstructionist with the Technical Reconstruction Unit.
How long have you had that position?
I joined the TRU when it was originally formed in 2008. I've been doing full-time recon since 2002. We had a unit formed based on the need for a Reconstructionist that did this type of crash investigation all the time. That's all we do. A normal trooper has traffic enforcement duties. We just have strictly crash recon duties. That's all we do.
How long have you worked for State Patrol?
I was hired in 2000.
Can you describe for us your educational background?
Yes, I have a 2-year associate's degree in criminal justice, and then multiple training in the crash reconstruction field through the State Patrol.
So I'd like to get into that a little bit. Can you tell us what kind of training was required to become a Reconstructionist for the State Patrol?
Yes, I've had over about 2,000 hours of training. That training has been done at our State Patrol Academy.
Thank you, Donna.
We bring in schools like Northwestern, Texas A&M, IPTM, which stands for the Institute of Police Technology and Management. They come in, they're college-level courses. They teach us, obviously, over a series of weeks. We also have specialty instructors come in for specialty fields in accident reconstruction, which can be vehicle versus pedestrian, vehicle versus motorcycle, CMV crashes, lighting studies, and a bunch of other ones.
How many accident or crash scene reconstruction analyses have you completed as a Reconstructionist with the State Patrol?
Well, since about probably 2004, I would say till now, I average probably over 100 a year that I respond to. And these are serious crashes. They're not just, somebody driving into a mailbox. This is a criminal or possibly injury case involving criminal charges that we respond to. But probably on average over 100 a year for the last, since 2004.
Did you conduct a crash reconstruction analysis in downtown Waukesha from an event that took place on November 21st, 2021?
I did.
I'm going to say yes, he did.
When did you begin your work on that analysis?
I worked with detectives from the City of Waukesha Police Department on January 30th of this year.
I'll tell y'all something. It's so funny. Like, Mama's got terrible vision, right? When I take off my glasses and I look at this screen, all the colors. It looks so cool without my glasses on. It's so very colorful. There's like all these tiny little pieces of color everywhere. And this is just beautiful. It's beautiful. And I can't see it. It's blurry. It's blurry as hell, but it's colorful. It's fascinating. And then you put on this and it's like, oh, it's just stuff. Let me get some colorful. Let me like light up my chat in red, you guys. I want to see some red. Let me just some red. Let's light it up in red for Mama. Okay. Thank you.
Here, we actually went out to the scene to conduct a time distance analysis.
Where did you go at the scene?
We went to the Curry Insurance Company, which was the cameras that we decided to use after viewing all the videos. That was the best, as far as what I'm concerned, to use in a time distance analysis. It was the clearest. It provided certain things that made it necessary for me to do an accurate time distance analysis.
What are some of those certain things you referenced?
What we look for and what we've been trained to do is, first of all, we look for a stationary camera, one that doesn't move. So when we are viewing the video of the incident and we are, again, recording new video with the time distance analysis, that camera is in the same exact spot. That's the first thing we do. Secondly, we want to have at least two fixed reference points to actually see where a vehicle in this case is entering the first reference point and where it hits the second reference point. So those need to be really clear for us to get an accurate distance. And from that point, then we want to actually time or make sure the timing on the video software is accurate. And that's simply a stopwatch that we use to verify that that video is timing correctly, not too fast, not too slow. So once we have all that done and we determine those 2 points, we will bring a vehicle in, and in this case, an exemplar vehicle that matched the description, I think, your make and model of the vehicle that was in the parade. We actually will have someone, me in this case, inside, watching the video on the screen, seeing when that exemplar vehicle comes into the screen. When it comes into the screen where the vehicle did at the time, we have somebody mark that location out on the roadway. We then do that for a second point further down. In this case, we had 2 points. Once we have those 2 points established, then we're bringing our survey equipment out, which is a Trimble unit that you've all seen them out on the roadways and then, you know, people's homes where they're surveying. That's what we use. Very accurate instrument.
Nice. I like how y'all are, you know, doing that wonderful thing for me, okay? Ooh. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? Put some beautiful, pretty, wonderful red emojis in the chat. Just light it up. Light it up. Ooh.
Instrument, just to give you an idea of accuracy, at about 300 feet, it's plus or minus an eighth of an inch off. So very, very accurate unit, which we use all the time for crash reconstruction. So once we have that distance, we verified the timing.
Oh, I can't do nothing without my glasses either, K-Tron. That's like I said. I can't see. I can't see. Like everything is, I like this, my hand this close to me. This, what up? No, you can't see it, but there you go. That's blurry. That close to me, that's blurry, my hand. I can't see shit. Like but when you take off your glasses and everything just kind of looks like so, but it's like things are less scary when you don't have your glasses on because you can't see. Like if something's in the dark, you can't see it. You can't make it out. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Everything's a shadow without my glasses on. Oh, yeah, my vision is just terrible. I'm just saying, like, because all I see is just bright colors of things. You know, but I can't make out what they are, but it's just like bright colors. So everything looks so pretty on the screen. It just looks so pretty. Ooh. Lee Hamilton, what's up, baby? C-Can2, what's up? I know, Darrell still losing.
It's a pretty simple calculation
that we do to
determine a vehicle's average speed through that particular distance that we have. And just keep in mind it's an average speed, so it could be moving faster or slower during certain portions of the distance, but it's just basically taking that average speed through that distance that we measured.
When you use that Trimble machine to conduct your
He a judge now, y'all. Look at that.
Did you
He a judge.
use those measurements to later produce a 2-scale scene diagram?
I did.
Okay, I'd like to project for the witness only exhibit number
project it for the
56.
witness. Come on, let's see it.
56?
Yes, please.
Thank you. Go ahead, show the witness.
Do you recognize the diagram on the screen in front of you?
I do.
What is it?
That is the scale diagram that I created as a result of the Trimble measurements that I took out at the scene.
I move exhibit 56 into evidence and request permission to publish.
Objection. I can't see it on my screen.
He's right.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, Sylvia, I almost cut myself some bangs. I almost did it. My daughter talked me out of it. I'm glad she did because I would have regretted it instantly. I almost did it though. I washed my hair like last week or whenever it was, a couple weeks ago. I blow dried it, flat ironed it. It was all done. And then I had pulled out this section and I had pulled it to the front. I was just about to do it. And she was like, don't do it. She said, just make a fake one. Like, you know, when you pull like a ponytail. Like, say I could take my ponytail and I could just like, whatever, and then just pull it like this. And I could fake one. You know, I could fake a bangs. You know. She said, just do that. You gonna regret it. You gonna regret it if you do. And she's right. Every time I cut off a chunk of my hair like that, like so my hair's like, I'll always regret it because I end up pushing it right back because I'm low maintenance, so I'm gonna push it back, but now it's not gonna fit in the ponytail. It's gonna be a short piece of hair that will not fit in there. So she talked me out of it. Luckily she was there to talk some sense into me. It always grows back, but it takes a while to get it back in the ponytail, and then the wind blows, and then I got to put more product on it just to push it back, because if the wind blows, that little short piece that won't fit in the ponytail gonna be flying around. It's just a lot. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Why? We'll need to check the cabling. I can see it on mine.
What exhibit was that?
56.
It's Zach down here, please.
Look at Daryl. Daryl, you got some questions?
Check the. Oh,
Hey, Daryl, how you doing? Hey, Daryl, you look, you're sitting up real straight today. What's going on? What's popping? Don't mind me just watching.
you know when it's on the screen in front of you, sir?
Hey, Jared, you hit the
All
like
right.
button. Did
Continue
you do it?
then. Oh, and Exhibit 56. Well, first of all, let him review it. It's been offered by the state. You've now had an opportunity to review it, sir. Right, Exhibit 56 is received, permission to publish is granted. Go ahead.
Okay, could you please walk us through what we're looking at here?
Yes, again, so this would be a diagram, two-dimensional orthogonal, so basically looking from the top down at the area that I did measure at the time we did the speed analysis. Obviously, it depicts a vehicle at a starting point and a vehicle at an end point.
Right.
The vehicle at point A represents where that vehicle came into that east camera that was located at the Curry Insurance Company. And as soon as basically that vehicle, you're able to view it inside inside the insurance company with the representative was there, I basically told that vehicle to stop. We marked that location on the roadway, and then we continued down to the secondary point, which I determined was the crosswalk, and we marked that.
Right. right, Phoenix. It's not on my screen, so you got to let me go, okay? You got to let me go.
Point once the exemplar vehicle reached that. And that's how we got that distance of 141 feet, roughly 3 inches.
Okay. And what do you do with that distance once you have that measurement?
So once we have that measurement, that's one part of the equation that we need. The equation that we need, just really explain it briefly, comes from Newton's laws of motion. Force equals mass times acceleration. It's part of Newton's second law. The formula that we use is velocity equals distance divided by time, and then we convert that velocity to speed.
Daryl,
so
like,
we need
he's
two
speaking
inputs
Spanish.
in order to calculate.
Daryl, like, fuck. Now I can't follow this. He talking about some velocity, something about a velociraptor. I don't. Daryl's like, I'm gonna have to just take his word for this. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's talking about math or something, and I don't know what that is.
The average speed of that vehicle over that distance. The first, obviously, is distance. The second is time. Now, how we get the time is we take the actual video from the incident and we have a stopwatch and we time it when it reaches those fixed points. And we do about 20 iterations, and we average those 20 iterations out to get a time. And that's the second part of the equation that we need in order to get that velocity or speed. Once we have that time, in this case it was 2.7 seconds, we round up and increase that time to the nearest whole number, which was 3.
Thank you, Graham.
Why do you round up? I'm sorry to interrupt you there.
Thank you, Graham. What's up, babe? What happened to the Kirk live stream? Did you delete it too? Oh my God. You know, I think I did. I think I deleted it. Let me see. I remember having that inner dialogue with myself because I made it private. I did. Yup. Wait, let me see. Yeah. Because if you can't see it, because you're a member. Yeah, if you can't see, yeah, Mama got scared, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Mama got scared. Mama got scared in the silence. She did. Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot all about it. Fuck. I did. I deleted it. I got terrified. I was like, man, these motherfuckers. No, I didn't delete it out of fear. I deleted it actually out of annoyance, but I was scared too. But I did it because it was just like these weirdos. They be using it as an excuse to come and just talk that shit. And I get it. I can't. It's certain types of fucking evil that can't really. When it come near me, it's like red. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta know yourself first and foremost. And like me, it's like, you know, everything, I just get to wanting to burn everything down. Like, it's just how I feel. Like, you know, when the world starts whirling. And I had that thing on there and I checked first though. I remember I looked at it first and checked to see if there'd been any activity. It was like, I think it got like 3 views because I only had it set to members only. And so I checked to see like when the last time anybody even looked at it, and it was like 3 views in the last like 3 probably days. So I was like, oh, ain't nobody looking at it anyway or whatever. So I just deleted it. Well, actually, I don't even think I deleted it. I think I just put it in private. Yeah. I'm sure I didn't delete it. I put it, yeah, it's in private, but it, you know, so nobody can see it. Yeah, so I was like, fuck that. Like, it's something so annoying to know because it's so obvious what it is. It's the most obvious thing, but then assholes get to play fucking dumb, and I hate it. It just lights me on fire, Graham. Like in my brain, I'm just like brimstone. That's all I see is just brimstone. Just thinking about it. When evil people get to play fucking dumb, and you know that they fucking know. They know. It's not like they don't know. You know, it'd be like, oh my God, some people are so stupid. No, they know. They're doing this shit on purpose. If gaslighting, you know, people used to talk about gaslighting. That's some gaslighting like a motherfucker. I'm like, I don't remember anybody asking certain people to say a nice thing about fucking Hitler. I ain't never heard that. Like, like it's like the people that hate you in particular. You supposed to say nice fucking things? Hell, motherfucking no, bitch. Me personally, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I didn't do it. I don't know what you want me to say. Want me to be sad? Yeah, right. Good luck with that. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna get into that because we're talking about that was that the whole thing that I was just talking about. You know, it was fun talking about balloons, purple balloons. That's what we were just talking about, not anybody that, you know, was a dick. Oh, yeah, I did though. Yep, I didn't delete it, but yeah, I put it in private. It's set to private. So, yeah, they lunatics out there, Barry, and they be trying to affect me. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm not the one to be affecting.
That's fine. We round up always to give the benefit to the vehicle because obviously the longer it takes to travel that distance, the slower the speed will be. So we always round up to the next number. If it was 2 seconds, we'd round up to 2.5. So it's about every half-second interval that we round up to. So now that we have the distance of 142 feet roughly and the time of 3 seconds, not 2.7, we came up with the speed of the vehicle or average speed of the vehicle during that segment of 32 miles an hour.
32 miles an hour as an average speed from point A to point B as they're depicted on this diagram.
Newton's laws of
Correct.
relativity.
Witness.
You're leading the witness.
Sustained is to the form of the question. Please
Stop
rephrase.
reading
The
the
jury will disregard the last answer.
Could you please explain for us, again, summarizing what average speed you calculated and over what distance?
Yes.
Ooh,
So the average
October.
speed,
Trial starts
very
in
simple.
October.
We marked point A, we marked point B. We had
You talking about Darrell's you know, y'all know Darrell. I don't know if y'all was aware of this, but yeah, Darrell's got his appeal. Not appeal, but no, it's not appeal. What's it called? Is it called appeal? Appellate hearing? No, he's not. What's it called? What's it called? Yeah, hit the like button for Mama. Thank you, Snickers Mom. 20 months a member. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of support I be talking about. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go on, hit that there link and become a member. You know what I'm saying? It's sitting at the top of the chat. You know what I'm saying? Make it happen. Make it happen for Mama. Okay? Yeah, appeal. Yeah, he's got his appeal hearing. Not hearing, but his appeal trial or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Coming up, I guess, in October, you said? So that will be interesting. And he has been granted the right, ability, and whatever to represent himself. So he ain't had enough yet. How crazy would it be if he did that and won? How crazy would that be?
had that distance, we had that time.
Let's live in that
the
in our
vehicle
minds for a
speed
second.
between point A, or the average vehicle speed, let me reiterate, was 32 miles an hour between point A and point B.
You mentioned an exemplar vehicle earlier. Can you maybe explain for us again the purpose of using an exemplar vehicle in your analysis?
Well, when I worked with the detectives from the
Pro se,
City of
yes,
Waukesha
creative
PD,
fish,
we
pro se.
wanted to find an exemplar vehicle just due to the type of case this was.
Oh.
They were able to easily locate one that was very convenient to use,
Thank you, Snickers
matching the
Mom.
description, I believe the year, make, and model of the car that was in the actual parade. So we decided to use that. Realistically, you can use any type of vehicle.
I said, what about the people that renew automatically? What do you mean? I'm not sure how long we've been here. Oh no, I think when you send a message, like say Snickers Mom, I think this popped up like this. I think you could make it pop up like this. Am I right? Snickers Mom, like what made this pop up like this? Like what made it do the little green thing? Was it because today it renewed? Or was it like something that you pushed? Oh my God, thank you, Jay. Thank you. Thank you, honey. Okay. It's rough times. It's rough times for Mama. Mama appreciate you. Yes, you do. Oh my God. My September is gonna be horrible. Thank you, baby. Ooh, it's a milestone chat. So do you pick it? Like say Marilyn is a member, she's been a member for a while. So like when she types a message, can she push a little thing and it'll show it, or does it do it automatically? So we trying to learn how the thing go. So keep Mama here. I know that's right. What? That's what I be saying. Keep Mama here and not there. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal. You know what I'm saying? Become a member. You know, drop mom, sprinkle mama little blessings. Oh yeah, okay. So you could pick it. Okay, okay. So Marilyn, when you put type a message in the chat, I guess it's got a little option thing there where you can put it, click it, and it'll do that. It'll show that with the message, like hers did. So yeah, so I guess it's something that you choose to do. No, I don't think you gotta look on the perks. I think you could just do it. It's probably just in the message, right? It's probably just in the message, I would think. Not my, oh, no, let's see. Unlock member perks. Member giving. Is it there maybe? I don't know. I'll figure it out. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. What's this? Oh, I can't click on that. Hold on. There we go. Click this.
Because you're just basically looking for that object coming into that frame of reference. But just for court purposes, I think it's a little bit easier to, you know, show the jury that, hey, we used a vehicle that was similar or the same.
And in terms of this case, you used a 2010 red Ford Escape?
Correct.
Okay. Do you happen to know the curb weight of that vehicle?
Yeah.
Overruled, you may answer.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know how long you've been a member, but actually, oh no, I think it just shows once it gets to a certain point, it'll say past then. But yes, Marilyn, to everybody who's been a member of Mama's for so long, Mama appreciates you. Mama remembers when she first opened up her membership, and y'all is just the bestest in all of the Westest. Been keeping Mama going, keeping Mama here and not there, right? Keep me here, not there. You know, on the corner. No, I'm just kidding. Mama tell too many jokes. That was terrible.
So
That's terrible.
Explaining what curb weight is really quick.
Yeah,
That's the weight
Mama
of the
be on the
vehicles that
corner
comes
or
off the
something.
assembly
You know what
line.
I'm saying?
So it doesn't include fuel. It doesn't include any personal items. It's just right off the assembly line. This particular 4x2 vehicle was 3,368 pounds curb weight.
Okay.
I did Superman.
And to clarify, does curb weight have anything to do with
Oh, you
your
talk about jail.
speed,
My bad.
average speed analysis?
It does not.
Okay.
Right?
When you
Good
get to
times,
the end
good
result of your
times.
speed analysis, and you have that number, the average speed over that distance,
Yeah, the speed over
does
the
somebody
distance.
check your work?
Yes, absolutely. Part of our protocol in the TRU is we have to have all of our reports peer reviewed. Has to be done. Every single one goes out to a former member of the TRU who is now a consultant for us. He peer reviews it, makes sure that everything is correct.
Okay, I want to wrap up by just asking you some clarifying questions about the nature of what an average speed means.
Mm-hmm.
Can you say definitively that at any point between point A and point B, the vehicle was traveling faster than 32 miles an hour?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled, you may answer.
Right.
So average speed is calculated, as we talked about, through that distance.
The like button for
The
Mama.
vehicle can either be going faster than 32 or slower than 32 over that distance.
Mm-hmm.
But it's an average. Is it possible the vehicle maintained a constant speed of 32? Yes. But it's more plausible that you have higher and lower speeds during that segment.
Exactly.
Okay. That's all I have for this witness. Thank you.
Thank you. Cross.
There we go.
Yes. This is kind of distraction still being on there.
Is it distracting, Darrell? Is it I mean, you haven't even said anything yet, so that's weird, but whatever. You know, I was in the middle of a sentence and I looked down and I saw the screen and it distracted me. So could you turn it off so that I can get back to the thing that I wasn't saying? Daryl, you funny, honey. You funny. Look at him. Like already kicking up shit. First thing he do, bark a order. All right, Daryl. Just if you say the right thing, they gonna let you go. So you know.
From your testimony, it seems like you've been doing crash
Math.
reconstructions from quite some time. Is that fair to say?
Yes, sir.
Around 2004, I believe you said.
I was in the program from about 2002, but really started getting into full recons about 2004. You need a little bit of training first before you can actually go out and be on your own.
You stated that you worked with detectives in the process. Do you recall who that was?
Yeah, that was Detective Casey.
Mackenzie Shriller. You think?
On getting the calculation of the speed, did you work with anyone on that side of your investigation?
No.
So it was pretty much just you and the detectives.
The detective did not assist me with the speed calculation. He just assisted me with obtaining the videos and also assisted me, excuse me, out at the scene where we did the testing.
I think the exhibit showed the building that had the camera. Do you recall which streets that were along the parade route?
Yeah, that was in front of Cura Insurance on Main Street.
And the point A and point B, did those start from a cross street, or was it just the main?
Hey, sissy.
The
What's up,
insurance
baby?
company has cameras outside by the sidewalk. There's two of them. There's one towards the east and one towards the west, right at the front of the building.
That like button for mama.
You made reference to the distance traveled in feet.
Correct.
I think
They're all
was
confused.
141.
Correct. 141 feet 2 inches, a little bit over that.
Come on, Daryl.
And you made a reference to the average speed.
Uh-huh.
Any reason why the average speed wasn't depicted in the exhibit?
That's just a calculation that we do that's included in the report. I don't normally do that in the diagram.
So it would be fair to say that you created the diagram?
I did create the diagram, yes.
This motherfucker couldn't think of nothing else to say. So he goes, so would it be, accurate to say that it was a diagram? Was the diagram a diagram or an all? Daryl, if you don't have a question, just shut up. Like, it's you pretending to have a question. It's that part for me. Come on, Daryl. You got this. I believe in you.
You said normally you don't put the speed calculation in the diagram.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be any reason for that?
It's in the report. It's not necessary to put it in the diagram.
Have you ever done that before?
Could you rephrase the question?
Have you ever not included the speed analysis in any crash reconstructions that you've done before this one?
Are you referring to the diagram, or are you referring to the
Referring
report?
to the diagrams.
No, I don't. I do not put speed calculation results in diagrams.
Yeah, he already said that too, Daryl. I heard him say it. He said, I don't typically put those in there because, they're in the report. I don't typically put those in there. Those don't really go. They don't need to be on there.
Diagrams
On any of them.
on any of them.
Oh, Daryl. Damn, you just wasted a question.
Did you create any diagram with the speed calculations present on it?
No, I don't. The diagram that I created is the one that was up on the screen.
Come on, Daryl, you got this.
And then from there, you put the speed calculations just in the report.
Yeah, I normally just put them in the report, yes. I don't have any recollection of putting one in the diagram.
Come Come on, Daryl. Do better. Try harder. Think just once. Just once. Come on. Come on, Daryl. Ask him. Ask him another dumbass question. Just
Would it
one
be
more.
fair to say that it may be a little bit difficult to
Read.
locate what you analyze for speed if it's not in the diagram?
No.
Oh my God! It's him making eye contact with him. It's him. It's him. It's him. It's him insisting on doing all this extra eye contact when he says this dumbass thing. He's like, "Would it be reasonable to say that when you do the thing and with the speed and that you write it in the book or whatnot?" Like, Daryl, you ain't say shit. You didn't say anything just now. You just wasted your own time. Free time at that. You know what I'm saying? No. This man is like, oh my God, why are y'all making me sit here and humor this thing as he tries to form questions?
So if you wanted to know the calculation of the speed, you would have to read the report.
Correct.
Would it be fair to say that it might be easier to find if it was included in the diagram?
My diagram is included with my report, and that's all one unit, so it is in the report.
Can you explain what a S6 is?
Yes, the S6 is the name of the Trimble robotic total station that we use to actually measure things at crash scenes.
So that's like a certain technology or something. Would that be fair to say?
It's a piece of surveying equipment that if you've been on the road, you've seen them where they're measuring the roadways, or if somebody's building a home. Same type of equipment. We just use it for crash reconstruction.
Is Daryl nodding his head like he understood what he just heard? Come on, Daryl. You got this with your pointy, tiny little finger. Mm-hmm.
And what
He got
is
100%
a
on his
prism?
knuckles.
Is that in direct relation to the electronic
100%.
distance measuring system?
Correct. The total station is one part of the equipment that we use. The prism is the other. The total station communicates with the prism through an electronic digital measuring system, which is a laser.
Superman said his free time chained to a table. This your free time, Daryl. This is hey, look. This is as free as he gonna get. Him in this room is the most freedom that he's got to look forward to. He's in a regular room where non-prisoners get to be. This is as close to freedom as he was ever gonna get, ever again.
The two pieces are needed in this case to collect the measurements that I collected. Not a necessary component to using the equipment, but we normally do use the prism when taking measurements.
Come on, Daryl.
And that prism's pretty accurate, you would say.
You got this.
Well, the unit is accurate.
What about the prism?
Yeah, it's all accurate. The unit itself is very accurate. At 300 feet, it's about 1/8 of an inch either way, plus or minus.
See, Cantu, of course we're gonna watch it. What kind of question is that? Of course we're gonna watch his appeals. I can't wait. I'm so looking forward to it. Daryl's gonna appeal, honey. He said there's still hope. There's still some hope left in the bottle. That's what Daryl said.
And is the CAD the diagram that you created?
Could you rephrase the question, please?
Yeah. A little less
Is
stupid
the,
this time.
The CAD,
Uh-huh.
is that software related to the diagram that you created?
It is.
In what way?
The computer-aided design software program that we use is a tool that when we transfer the measurements from the Trimble total station, we transfer that into the computer-aided design program, and that's how we create our diagram.
They're like, okay, now answer it in English. Hey, Daryl, you asked them the question. Did you understand me? I didn't. There's no shame in admitting that you didn't understand what the fuck you just said. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I didn't ask him the question. You did. You know what I'm saying? So I'm wondering if you understood it. I'm thinking hell no, but thought I'd ask. No response, Daryl? You ain't gonna respond to his answer? He like, he in here speaking another language. Speak English. Speak English. Tell him, Daryl. Tell him to speak English. So you are in England. Speak
Can you
English.
explain with the 2.4 gigahertz radio technology is?
Oh my God.
That's just software that's built into the total station, the Trimble unit, as part of its communication.
And is that communication radio?
Yeah, there's a radio inside the unit, correct?
I wonder how Dawn is doing. That's a good point. Look what Dawn got going on. Anybody heard anything about Dawn lately? About Daryl's mother? Mom Dukes? Anybody heard? Daryl, how your mama doing? I'm asking
You
out of
made
concern.
reference to something called Newton's Law. Can you explain a little bit further what that is?
Yeah, tell him what
Newton's laws of motion are what we use as a big step in our reconstruction field. A lot of formulas are derived from Newton's laws, including the formula that we use to calculate the vehicle's average speed. Sir Isaac Newton obviously invented the laws of motion. We all learned that in high school, and that's part of the process that came to the formula that I use to calculate the average speed.
Daryl said, I did not attend high school, so I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Sir, I don't appreciate you assuming that I went or I mean, just clearly if I didn't go, I didn't finish. Okay, I did not graduate. I did not even go there. In fact, I didn't make it that far. Oh my God. He's like, fuck, I'm gonna have to ask another question because I don't know what the fuck that is. He just said, as we all learned in school. And Daryl looking at him like, bitch, who you talking about? I ain't learned shit. I don't know who that Newton guy is, okay? Was that supposed to be my science teacher if I did go to high school? Because I didn't go like I said. Ooh. Snickers, Mom. Thank you, baby. Thank you, honey pot. Ooh. I appreciate you. That's two. That's two. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's 2 out of 30. Shit, how about 10? Can I get 10? Damn. I get 10 of them. 10. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe my goals be too big. Maybe they're like intimidating.
I always thought of
Maybe that's
Newton as gravity. So that was a bit of new information.
Thank you, babe. I love them little stickers. They're little fox. You know, I've seen so many like little shorts and stuff of the people with this dog. This is a dog. I know this now because I've seen it. I've seen people with this dog. They be Asian, but they be like in Asia though. They don't be here. So I think it's an Asian dog. I think it's like a dog that they only have like in Asia. And it looks literally exactly like this. It looks just like it. It's like this overly fluffy, super soft looking. It looks like a pillow. The cutest thing you ever seen. They're real. This little dog, like on this sticker. But it's a dog.
You made reference to
It's real.
part of the crash reconstruction was finding a similar vehicle. Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
And you were able to find a similar vehicle pretty easily, you
No
would
way,
say?
Superman.
That would have been the City of Waukesha Police Department, which found the vehicle.
A Shiba Inu. Yeah, that sounds right. Shiba.
And you made reference to it being in the parade as well? Or part of
It's not a Sharpei. Sharpeis are those wrinkly dogs. That's not it.
the parade as well?
The exemplar vehicle?
Yes,
Yeah, I think
the
it's that
the
Shiba
vehicle that
Inu.
was
That sounds
similar.
right.
The exemplar vehicle was not in the parade.
I may have misinterpreted what you were saying.
It's Daryl trying to feel
And you
smart.
said it was found by the Waukesha Police Department.
Yes, sir.
Do you recall if that part of your investigation and the
Come on, Daryl.
creating of the graph and all that technology that goes with that, was
Ask a
that
good
part
one.
of the same day, or were they done on different
Perfect.
times?
I'm sorry, are you referencing the diagram, the creation of the diagram?
Right.
No, that was
Because
not.
it seems like a lot of technology went into getting the diagram created, and different variations of that, and then also using a similar vehicle to, I guess, simulate the. Would that be fair to say, simulate the incident?
We used the exemplar vehicle for our testing.
What was that done all the same day, or was it done?
Sorry,
At a
could you
different
rephrase
time?
the question again? I'm
Like
not
Kita.
understanding what you're asking.
What's that?
Was the creation of the diagram and the simulation of the vehicle done on the same day?
No, it was not.
Daryl just want to not feel dumb, so he's like, I know y'all felt that I wasn't gonna ask questions because I don't know what he talking about, but no, I'm smart. So watch this. I'm gonna ask him questions about this thing that I don't know what the fuck he talking about. Watch this.
So it'd be fair to say it was a process involved in
Oh my
getting
God.
all the information.
It's fair to say it was a process. That's what he just said. He's just so is it fair to say that stuff happened? Oh, interesting. So would it be fair to say that when you did all these things, that it was a time of day? Would that be fair to say? Like, yes, bitch.
Correct.
All times are a time of day. All of them. The like button for mama. I got 100 likes. Give me 100 likes. Ooh. Come on, Daryl.
And you stated that was done around
It's your freedom on the line.
January 30th, around that time.
The testing was done on January 30th.
You got him, Daryl.
And what about the simulation from the similar vehicle?
I'm sorry, could you rephrase the question?
Yeah, say it less stupid this time, Daryl. You using the wrong fucking word, and you need to. How about the simulation? It was the simulation. Was that on the same day? The simulation. When it was simulating, was it the same day or no?
Do you recall what date the simulation was performed?
All right, are you asking when I completed my analysis?
Specifically, the part of the similar
simulation
vehicle
part.
being used.
That was January 30th. We did the testing out on Main Street in front of Curry Insurance.
Oh, Daryl's talking about the reconstruction, right? That's where you like try to reconstruct the crime scene or whatever. That's what he means.
So, what part of the process was done at a later date?
The diagram, the calculations, the time distance analysis.
do. 45, 47.
Do you recall the date of the second part of the investigation?
Are you referring to when I completed my reports?
Yes.
No, I don't know what day that was.
Was it sometime after the January 30th date?
Correct.
Would you say there was a delay in finishing it, or did something cause you to kind of... Let me rephrase that.
Yeah, rephrase it.
Was there anything that may have delayed you finishing the investigation quickly?
Can you rephrase? What do you mean by quickly?
It seems like there was two parts of it: getting the simulation done and then the actual diagram and things of that. Any reason why that couldn't be done closer together?
Well, first of all, it's not a simulation because a simulation is different than what we did. This was just some testing we did out at the scene. Secondly, as I mentioned earlier, I respond to hundreds of crashes. It depends on what I'm working on at the time. Once our reports are completed, they need to be peer reviewed. All that process takes time. So there's nothing that delayed my report. If you want to use me going to another crash, that possibly could have delayed it, but no delays that would affect the outcome of the report or the accuracy of the report.
No, I wasn't going to that part of it. I was just kind of curious to what may have spaced out the dates. That's what I was really getting at.
We do a lot of reports every year, and obviously we're not just doing one report a year.
Thank you, Snickers Mom, for the PayPal. Mom, appreciate you. Yes, indeed, you do. Yes, I don't see you said you sent it with a puppy or something, though? I don't see no puppy. Where the puppy at? Ooh. I thought I was going to see a puppy. Where's the puppy? I don't see no puppy. I see a picture. The picture is a cat. I don't see no puppy though. Where the puppy at? Ooh. Thank you, baby. Mama appreciate you.
So every report is different. Every report requires different types of analysis. So there's really no set time on when we can finish a report compared to when we started. It just depends on what else is going on outside of our time in the office.
Sticker. I don't see no sticker.
No further questions.
Any redirect?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, sir. You may step down. He may. Statement called next witness.
But thank you,
They
baby.
call Dr. A.D. Shield.
Yeah, next up is the Miss Vivi. The next thing is, I think it's the coroner. It's like the coroner lady. I never really watched this. I found it to be kind of weird when it was new. So, it's been enough time now. I was like, you know what? I'll try to.
Right, good afternoon, Dr. Shield. If you would please make your way to the witness stand, which is to my right, up one riser. When you get there, please remain standing. Raise your right hand, and my clerk, Teresa, who's on my left, will swear you in.
Can get you some help, Daryl. We'll get you some helpy help. Some help for it all.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. Thank you. Please be seated. First thing I will ask you to do is to state your first and last names for the record and spell each, please.
Yeah, I know you could do that in Cash App, because people will send me Cash Apps and it'll be like a little thingy. It'll be like a little emote little thing and stuff. Like they could send little stuff like pictures and stuff like that. But I don't think I've ever gotten one that was like a PayPal that had like a picture. Yeah.
Amy Shield, AMYSHEIL.
Thank you. Go ahead, your witness.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Dr. Shield. How are you currently employed?
I'm an associate medical examiner at the Waukesha County Medical Examiner's Office.
How long have you been with the medical examiner's office?
About 7.5 years.
What are your duties at the medical examiner's office?
My primary function is to determine cause and manner of death. And in order to do that, I often...
Death by Darrell. That was this one. Yeah, me too. Me too, Phoenix. I didn't watch it.
Perform autopsies or external examinations, send out laboratory tests, interpret the results of those tests, compile all this information into a report, and then certify a death certificate.
And is that report, what is that report called?
An autopsy protocol or autopsy report.
The like
Can you
button for
briefly
Mama.
describe to the jury the schooling and training you went through to become an associate medical examiner?
Yes, I earned my Doctor of Medicine degree from Creighton University in Nebraska in 2003. And then I completed a pathology residency in South Carolina. That is anatomic and clinical pathology. And then I did a 1-year forensic pathology fellowship, which concerns how disease and injury cause death. Then I practiced for about a year as a forensic pathologist in South Carolina. And then I did an additional year of training in pediatric pathology, which is the study of diseases and conditions in infants and children. I worked in pediatric pathology in an academic setting for about 5 years before coming to Waukesha County.
I'm going to direct your attention to approximately November 22nd of 2021. Did you perform
Look at Daryl.
an external exam?
Look at Daryl's fingers. Creeping around in this box as he pretends to look for something. What's this? What's this right here? I'm gonna distract myself while the coroner is up here talking about the shit she saw that I did. I'm gonna act like I was busy the whole time, doing my homework. Daryl, look, watch his
Examination of an individual identified as Leanna Owen.
Yes.
I did give you 3 exhibits when you walked into court. Is that correct?
Yes.
I'm going to direct your attention to exhibit number 62. Do you see that in front of you?
Yes.
Is that the autopsy protocol for Leanna Owen?
Yes.
And can you just state for the record how many pages that autopsy protocol consists of?
It's not on the screen.
Yes, of course a medical examiner is a doctor. It's a medical examiner. She cuts open bodies. looks inside and knows what she's seeing. You think a CNA is gonna know that? Of course, she's a doctor. Okay. Of course, she's a doctor.
And it's not going to be on the screen.
Previously provided to Mr. Brooks.
Yes.
Do you have any additional copies today? Any chance?
I do not. We can make some.
You don't have that in your materials, sir? Do you have the autopsy
The like
protocol in your
button for
materials?
Mama.
No.
You can provide that to Madam Clerk and we can make copies as well.
Look at him. He a judge now. Oh, Daryl thought he was going to.
Was it intended for me to have or not to have? Just so I'm clear.
I can't answer that.
These autopsy protocols were previously provided to the defense.
All right, we'll still make copies.
Look at this. And then Daryl gets to act like, well, I don't have it. I mean, there's these boxes that clearly got a bunch of shit in them that I ain't pulled out yet. But I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't know what to tell you. Well, you gonna have to let me go. You gonna have to let me go. Turn me loose. Turn me loose, Your Honor. Your Majesty. If you ask real polite, I think she might let you go, Daryl. This Daryl is still acting like he in control of something. This is that part for me.
Go ahead, yeah.
I
I'm
said,
gonna run next door and copy them, and you can continue since we're on the first exhibit. Do you have exhibit 62, sir?
It would be the autopsy protocol for Leanna Owen.
I accept for value in return for value these documents shown.
The record to reflect that the defendant has a copy of exhibit 62. Please continue.
He done accepted the value and returned the value.
Ma'am, what did you do in this case in terms of examinations of Ms. Owen?
On November,
Generally speaking, I'm sorry.
on November 22nd, I performed her external examination, which involves documentation of all her clothing and jewelry, her identifying features such as stature, body weight, hair color, eye color, any scars, tattoos, and then we proceed with documentation of injuries.
And did you also create a summary of the injuries that you located on Ms. Owen?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to show for you on the screen in front of you.
It's a good question, Robert. Robert said, could Daryl have many personalities? That might explain why he is so Daryl. He is so Daryl, isn't he? He's so much Daryl.
What's been marked as States Exhibit 163. If you can tell me when you can
Stop
see that
being
on the
so
screen. in
goddamn
front of you.
Daryl all the time, Daryl.
And I did provide Mr. Brooks a copy of both the autopsy protocol as well as the diagram that's going to show on the screen.
Since to being called that name, Your Honor, for the record.
Oh my God. He is worried about the wrong shit.
And you see, is it showing up in front of your screen? And Exhibit 163, is that the diagram that you prepared to summarize your findings in the autopsy protocol for Leanna Owen?
Yes.
And does it accurately depict the injuries that are notated or described in the autopsy protocol?
Yes.
I would ask the court to accept Exhibit 62 and 163 into evidence.
Objection.
The objection to both, each objection is noted. They're overruled. Exhibits 62 and 163 are both received. Permission to publish are, I believe only 163 is what you asked me for, is granted.
Yeah, it was only one asked for.
Permission to publish 163, that's what I said.
Thank you. Ma'am, can you briefly describe what this document, Exhibit 163, portrays?
This diagram depicts Leanna Owen's injuries. The red represents open wounds, lacerations or abrasions, which are scrapes to the skin. Blue is for bruising or contusions. Black is internal injuries or skeletal fractures.
Jesus.
And in performing the autopsy procedure on Miss Owen,
Look at that.
were there any, what was the cause of her death?
Multiple blunt force traumatic injuries.
Specifically for the injuries that she sustained, can you describe the fatal injuries for the jury?
Objection, leading witness.
Overruled. She may answer.
Gotta ask the question, dumbass.
Leanna Owen had injuries to her head, spine, torso, and viscera, or her internal organs. The combination of all these injuries led to her death, but she did sustain isolated injuries to her upper cervical spine, or her neck spine, and aortic lacerations. The aorta is the largest artery in the body. That would have been fatal within seconds to a couple of minutes.
And would all those injuries be consistent with being struck by a moving SUV weighing approximately 3,300 pounds?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled. You may answer.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm next going to direct your attention to, did you perform an autopsy on an individual identified as Virginia Sorensen?
Yes.
And do you have her autopsy protocol in front of you, Exhibit 63?
Yes.
And do you have a diagram detailing Miss Sorensen's injuries on in Exhibit 164? Oh,
I don't have the diagram.
you do not have a diagram.
Be in school forever trying to be a medical examiner, honey. That's a job. That's all.
And once again, this is 164.
That is correct.
All right, thank you.
Do you see it in front of you?
Yes.
Does the documentation in Exhibit 164, is that a summary of your findings from the autopsy protocol for Ms. Sorensen?
Yes.
I would ask the court to admit Exhibits 164 and 63 and publish 164.
Objection.
What do you object with?
Obviously,
Darrell?
164 is on the screen. Has Exhibit 63, the copy, been
I object, Your
provided
Honor.
to Mr.
They're
Brooks?
trying to throw me in
Correct.
jail.
The autopsy protocol for Virginia Sorensen as well as the diagram contained in 164 have both been provided to Mr. Brooks.
Objection, I don't consent to that name, nor do I agree to it.
Oh. All right.
Something to
Exhibits
take up with Dawn.
63
Dawn named you that
and
dumbass
164 are both received.
Named you after your
Permission
father.
to publish 164 is granted.
Thank you. Let me know when you see it in the screen in front of you.
Yes.
Okay. Again, ma'am, the injuries that are detailed in Exhibit 164 that's showing on the screen, was that exhibit created as a result of your findings in the autopsy protocol for Ms. Sorensen?
Yes.
And can you describe for the jury what injuries you discovered? Well, first of all, strike that. Did you perform an external and an internal examination of Ms. Sorensen?
Objection, leading the witness.
Overruled. She may answer.
Darrell.
Yes.
When did you perform those?
November 22nd, 2021.
And during the autopsy, what injuries did you discover on Ms. Sorensen?
Virginia Sorensen had blunt trauma to her head, neck, torso, and right leg.
Were you able to determine a cause of death for Miss Sorensen?
Yes, multiple blunt force traumatic injuries.
Jeez.
And can you describe for the jury which injuries were fatal injuries?
Virginia
Objection, being the
Sorensen.
witness.
Overruled.
Virginia Sorensen also had a high cervical spine injury with laceration of her brainstem. She also had lacerations to her heart, either of which would have been fatal.
And is that consistent with being struck by a moving SUV weighing approximately 3,300 pounds?
Objection. Hearsay.
Overruled.
Fuck is that hearsay,
Yes.
Daryl? The car weighs what it weighs.
Finally, Dr. Shield, did you perform an autopsy?
I'm gonna tell y'all something was so crazy though. So Daryl did all that stuff. Like, he decided to represent himself in the court, right? Did his whole trial, dumb as hell. But he did it on his own. So the only thing that could possibly have worked in his favor in the long run, okay, playing the long game, the long con, is that he represented himself, and if something so there's room for something to go wrong where he could use it in his appeal, right? But if the whole purpose of doing it yourself is to kind of open up, have a whole lot more room to have some things be that he could use in appeal. But if during the appeal he then represents himself fucking again, he's not going to be able to use the things. The appeal is when you want to have your actual lawyer so that they could try to, loophole these things that went wrong in the trial because of him representing himself. But Daryl's so fucking dumb. Daryl always wants another opportunity to run his fucking mouth. And so under the jail, he shall stay forever and always.
See on Jackson Sparks.
Yes.
And did you create an autopsy protocol after your examinations of Jackson Sparks?
Yes.
And did you perform, or did you create a diagram which displayed the injuries on Jackson Sparks?
Yes.
Do you have in front of you Exhibit 64, which is an autopsy protocol for Jackson Sparks?
Yes.
And I'm going to display what's been marked as State's Exhibit 165 on the screen in front of you.
Objection, I'm confused. The 64 or?
They reference both.
Oh, okay.
64 is the protocol, 165 is the diagram.
Okay, I was a little confused.
Oh, was you confused
The
there?
state did provide Mr. Brooks with a autopsy protocol for Jackson Sparks, as well as a copy of Exhibit 165, which is the diagram.
Not confused.
Ma'am,
Objection, I do not consent to that name, nor do I know that individual, for the record.
Please continue.
thank you. Ma'am, does Exhibit 165, the diagram in front of you, accurately show the findings that you made during the autopsy of Jackson Sparks?
Yes.
I would ask the court to admit State's Exhibit 64 as well as State's Exhibit 165 into
Objection.
evidence and publish Exhibit 165.
Objection.
What's the objection?
Overruled. Exhibit 64 is received. Exhibit 165 is received. Permission to publish is granted.
Damn, Daryl, you failed. You failed a lot.
And Exhibit 165 is the diagram that you took, which displays the findings that you made in your autopsy protocol.
Yes.
Can you describe for the jury the injuries that you observed? Strike that.
Like,
When did you do
Mama,
your external and internal examination of Jackson?
November 27th, 2021.
Why was that later than the others?
Jackson went to the hospital. He was pronounced brain dead on November 23rd.
And again, is there any reason why it would take till the 27th to perform the autopsy?
Objection.
He was
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Overruled. You may answer.
Jackson was in the hospital. He became an organ donor which often requires a couple of extra days.
Can you describe for the jury his injuries?
Jackson had bruising around both of his eyes. He had a large bruise to the left side of his forehead. He had undergone a craniectomy where the neurosurgeon removes a portion of skull to relieve pressure on the brain from brain swelling. That's the large oval depicted on the left side of the skull in the diagram. He had trauma to his brain. He had bleeding around his brain inside his skull. He had multiple bruises to his brain. He also had a separation of his skull from his cervical spine. And he had 2 rib fractures on the right side.
What was his cause of death?
Complications of craniocerebral injuries due to blunt force trauma to head.
And what injuries of those were fatal?
His head injuries.
And would that be consistent with it being struck by a moving SUV weighing approximately 3,300 pounds?
Yes.
Daryl, you will shut the fuck up. Oh my god.
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Oh.
Cross-exam.
1 second.
The fuck is you gonna ask, Daryl? Talking about some 1 fucking second. Lay in the road while you take your time. Lay in the road while you take your time, okay? Oh my god. 1 second. He got attitude, y'all. He can't believe the audacity. He said the audacity. The audacity. Okay? Of you guys to sit up in here and just try to hold me accountable. How dare you? Y'all think y'all slick. I know what you're up to. You trying to lock me up. Daryl, yes. They're gonna lock your funky ass up. You're gonna be locked up. Okay? But only Bubba can love you from now on. Only Bubba's love may you have. Okay? Okay, only Bubba's love. They probably not. What's up, baby? How you doing? Ooh, Shonda, what's up? Hit the like button. Hit the like button for Mama, please. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Okay, the link to the membership is at the top of the chat. It's at the top. It's just sitting up there, just chilling. You know, consider becoming a member. You know, help support the channel. Keeps Mama here and not there. You know what I'm saying? And that's the mission. You know what I'm saying? No, Daryl don't give a fuck about nobody. He don't give a fuck about nobody. When anybody else in this courtroom bring up Jackson, everybody just kind of has the same. It's like a visceral reaction. It's what brought me to this. It was just Jackson. This is what brought me to this trial. Jackson. Brand new human. Just new. Just little boy. You know his mama love on him like no other. You know? Just a little boy. And then here's this Daryl trying to defend himself. Trying to, running off from doing something, trying to bully one person. Run away, drive ferociously through everybody. Jackson having a good time at a parade. He said a parade. Just the day is going to just be great. And then here come a fucking Daryl. Here come a Daryl. And now here the Daryl is, give me a minute. Bitch! Daryl. Okay? No, may there be a Bubba around every corner. Okay? Every time you turn around a corner, every step you take, every move you make, Bubba's gonna be watching you, okay? I'm just saying. Daryl over there gonna take an exhale. Daryl pretending to feel, y'all. Daryl's over there exhaling. like he wants to portray himself as giving a fuck. You hear him breathe? Did you hear him breathe? Oh my God. Daryl, you ain't shit. You ain't. It is what it is. He be throwing stuff in the trash. He is gross. That's why he looks gross, because he is gross. Oh, he doing a moment of silence.
Your cross, please.
He trying to feel. He's like, come on,
Do you have any
Tears.
questions for this witness?
Just 1 second.
Yup, he over there pretending to feel, y'all. Yeah, 1 second. I really need to milk this for all that I can. These tears are not gonna come. I can just tell you now. I'm trying to push them out, but they just ain't coming. They just not coming. Daryl, there ain't no tears inside you, honey. They're not. Okay? He tried so hard. He wants to cry. He wants to have tears while he asks these questions so he can seem sympathetic. Because he knows that if he's going to show any kind of feelings at all, if this jury is going to see any type of feelings, the place they're going to want to see it, need to see it, is when they start talking about fucking Jackson. That's what. And so he's trying as hard as he can to get these tears up. But they ain't coming. Because he don't give a fuck. That's why. So why was he honking? So that the people who he was so the people would see him right before he ran them over. He would rather they see it. He didn't like the fact that they were being surprised by him. He wanted them to feel the fear first. That's why I think he was honking. Okay, so that they could feel some fear before he ran them over. Daryl, did the tears come?
I apologize to the court for
They dry.
taking so long.
Not a bit. Not a tear. Look at this. Look up, Daryl. Let's see how wet your eyes are. Let's see. Daryl, look. Let me see. Let me see. Come on. Come on. Let me see. Dry as a bone. Damn. Not a redness. Couldn't get no redness. No. Just think about something. If you're trying to cry, Daryl, just think about something that would make you cry. Like Bubba sneaking up on you in the night. You know? Think about that. Okay? Ooh.
Do you know why the decision was made to why the decision was made for Jackson to become an organ donor?
Objection to relevance.
Sustained.
Did you want one of the organs, Daryl? Was that why you asking? It seemed like something you would say. That's why I say that. Like, there's just. Do you know why he wanted? Wait. Is he asking that question because he wants to say, "Oh well, I mean, why did he? But he didn't choose to be an organ donor. Just so you know, he's a little boy. He's a baby. He didn't choose it. His parents did. His parents chose that. Good choice. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely one. We get real stingy with our organs, but once we gone, we can't do nothing with them. They could pass on somebody who need one. You ever hear somebody who needs an organ? They be like, and they just be so just thinking that it's gonna be the end for them because they need this organ and how they gonna get it, and if they don't get it in time, and it's so nervous, and it's people just scared to be an organ donor, scared about what's gonna happen. It's like, why do you care? Once you're gone, you're gone. Give it up. Hand it to somebody who need it. You know what I'm saying? And then a little bit of you gets to still roam around. You know? That's just a little bit of you get to just still be around, exist. You know what I'm saying? I think your essence is still kind of in there. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. I'm proud to be a donor. You know what I'm saying? Take them organs, do what you need to do with them. If I ain't using them no more. Look at him. He like.
Did you
Did you what? Bitch, if you don't ask a couple goddamn question. Did you what? Exactly, C can too.
Did you end up doing any more autopsies besides those 3?
As it relates to this case or some other case, sir?
This case. To this case.
Did you hear the question?
Could he please repeat it?
Please repeat your question.
As far as this case.
It's Daryl trying to pretend to give a fuck. It's that part for me. It's that part. Daryl trying to pretend to give a shit. It's hilarious. Look at this. I'm going to look down because when I look up, they're going to see my face is dry. Now, do you think that, if I'm lying, okay, do you think that if Daryl's eyes were soaking wet with tears, do you think he would be looking down right now? Or you think that he would insist on staring everybody down and turning around in the room so that everyone can see that his eyes are all wet? Ain't this some shit? Well, he's like, I'm just going to talk real light, talk real slow, barely say anything. And that's going to show that I am not an evil demon robot, you know? Wrong. Charlie Murphy. Wrong.
So those are the only 3 autopsies that you did?
Yes, Jackson Sparks, Virginia Sorensen, and Leanna Owens.
There you go, Daryl. You have any other dumbass questions, Daryl? Anything else, Daryl? You want to ask is she sure that electricity didn't kill the people? You sure they didn't get struck by lightning? Go ahead, Daryl. Ask another stupid ass question. Come on. It can't hurt. It can't make it no worse, Daryl. I mean, as bad as it's gonna get. Oh my God! Just release this lady. Just tell her no questions so she can leave. He insists on holding her hostage.
Can you recall when
What? Come on.
can you recall when they were brought to the hospital?
Oh my God. The fuck is you talking? What do you?
Virginia Sorensen and Leanna Owens were pronounced at the scene. Jackson Sparks was transported to the hospital.
I'm assuming that's Waukesha Memorial.
He was transferred to Children's Hospital of Wisconsin.
Tell us about your child and how it's a daddy's girl. Say something, Daryl. This is ridiculous. What is she doing? Me and my daughter are so close. So very close.
Tending to the victims. Were you in the knowledge of what happened?
What happened, Daryl? What you talking about? Did she know what happened?
Yes.
About what? Yes, Daryl. Yeah, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs Ruby.
That knowledge was given to you immediately.
Could you please repeat?
Oh my God! Stop trying to give a shit, Daryl, and talking to the microphone. Oh my God!
That knowledge was given to you immediately when you were called to tend to him.
Yes.
I know. I'd be like, look, bitch. Yeah, sure, whatever. Like, what? Can I go down? Oh my God, Daryl, you're not fooling nobody. Just rapid fire these questions so this lady can go. I know that's right. Everybody knew about the 10 o'clock news. Exactly. Lost looking left.
Were you called to attend to any other victims of the incident?
Oh my God.
Or just the 3?
Bitch. She definitely already fucking answered that, Daryl. You ain't shit. She's a coroner. She a medical examiner. That means they were dead. When she got to them, they give them to her when they're already passed on. You asked, are those the only 3 that she worked with? She already said yes. So it's like he's asking her like she's a doctor, like a doctor at the hospital, like she's working on a patient who survives the chaos. Oh my God. Oh my God. This bitch. This motherfucker. Ooh. I forgot about the little cheerleader girls, the little dancing girls stories. I forgot all about it. And literally, I just saw an image in my head. Oh. Oh my God.
Jackson Sparks, Virginia Sorensen, and Leanna Owens.
You didn't tend to anyone else?
Bitch. Exactly. She already answered that.
Overruled. She may answer.
The fuck? She already answered.
No.
Read. There you go. If he repeats this shit, I'm gonna throw something through my screen.
No further questions.
Thank you, bitch.
Thank you. Any redirect?
Thank you, dumbass.
All right, thank you,
You
Dr.
should have
Shealy.
said no
Accepted.
questions. You should have apologized to her for making her see what she saw. and then shut the hell up. That's what you should have did.
May I have the exhibits, please? Thank you. Thank you.
I know, right? They're trying to remove his teeth for easier access. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to get that denture treatment. You know what I'm saying?
Your
That
Honor, if you please, it's the court. May I have a few moments?
Fuck no.
We can take a short break. I'll excuse
Give him
the jury.
no
We all
fucking
can
break.
take about a 10-minute break. All rise for the jury, please.
You gonna have a whole lifetime. You don't need no break. Darrell Brooks talking about, can I give me a vacation? Hell no, you can't get no break. You ain't getting no breaks. Ooh. Hey Darrell. Hey Darrell. How you doing? Hey Darrell. Hey, he got his head down this whole time. Is he taking a micro nap? Is that what this is? Oh, okay. That's right. Read your Bible. Read your paperback Bible. It's what you need in your life. You know what? You know what you need? It's gonna save you too. It's gonna get you free and everything. Just open up your paperback Bible. Open up your paperback Bible and read. Just read that one page. Okay? Read the page about freedom. Read the freedom page. Do that. Look, it's somewhere in the middle of the book. Just open it up. It's gonna tell you how to do a spell, a freedom spell. And then Darrell, who you fucking looking at? Don't be looking over here. Don't be looking over here. Oh my God. Let me take this break.
Appearances are as they were
I
before.
need to reflect on the sadness in my heart.
Just to confirm, Attorney Opper, the next witness will be...
The like button for mama, please. How many likes I got? This thing shows me it says 9. I hope that's not correct. I hope I have at least 130. Should be at least 130. You know, it'd be nice if it was more than that, but I'd be happy with 130. If it ain't 130, don't even tell me yet. Just get it to 130 and then tell me. Get it to 130 and then tell me how many I got. Otherwise, mama's little feelings is going to be hurt. Okay? Okay? Mama got the link to the membership at the top of the chat. You know what I'm saying? You know, become a member. You know, even gifty some memberships. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Give me. Keeps mama here and not there. You know what I'm saying? Here and not there. Just right here. That's all I'm saying to you. You know what I'm saying? We got 2 of 30 of our super chat goal, and I put it at 2 hours. And we're at an hour and 47 minutes, so it ain't looking good, you know what I'm saying? It ain't looking good. I'm gonna have to start making like a smaller goal. I think maybe that's what it is. Maybe that number is discouraging or something. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe people see it and are like, you ain't gonna get there anyways. Maybe for no point. Maybe. I don't know.
The other medical examiner and the exhibits related to that are hard copies have already been provided to the defendant.
That is correct, Your Honor, and also the state has put on the witness stand exhibits 59, 60, and 61, which are the autopsy protocols for Tamara Durand, Jane Kulik, and Wilhelm Hospital.
All right, thank you. Then with that, we'll have the jury. Oh, one other thing.
I just had a question as to timing, as to how late you wanted to go today so that we can have enough witnesses here.
Sure. So I was not told of any conflict, so I would like to go between 5 and 6, depending on where we end with witnesses and where we end with direct and cross exam, and when we can begin someone, and how many individuals that you have. Would that work out with the individuals you have scheduled for this afternoon?
Yes, I believe so. And then tomorrow morning, I wanted to address timing for tomorrow morning as well, but we could do it later if you're anxious to get the jury in here, Your Honor.
I'd probably be inclined to have our normal time tomorrow unless there's a request to do something different.
Yes, I'm going to request a 9 a.m. start time, Your Honor. I have a court appearance in Branch 10 that was put on in kind of an emergency because there's a speedy trial demand that was made with an in-custody defendant. So we had been starting at 8:30. I agreed with Branch 10. I could be there at 8:15 to address that. I'm scheduled to present the district attorney's budget to the county board tomorrow morning at 8:30. So if the court would be willing to start court at 9 a.m. tomorrow, then we'd be ready to go.
I don't have an issue with that. We can either cut into the lunch hour if we need be, go a little bit later. We have ample time, from my perspective, set aside for this entire case, even if the state believes they're a little bit behind.
And to that extent, Your Honor, we feel like we're making catching up a little bit here today. So,
Mr. Brooks, any statement or comment based on the requests that have just been made?
Come on, Daryl. Yeah, say yes.
No comment.
What?
Just
Just
briefly touch on the subject matter jurisdiction again.
Oh, he just want to briefly catch up on the subject matter. Jurors, shut up. Thank you, Cantu. Oh, thank you, honey pot. Oh, thank you, baby. Mama appreciate you. Okay. Yes, she do. She do. Okay. You're one of my favorite streamers. What? Not the favorite. Hey. What? Mama is the fave. Ooh. Mama is the fave. Ooh, and another one. And another one. Ooh, and mama is the fave. Yeah. Thank you, baby. Mama appreciate you. Yes, you do.
For the record.
The court will not be addressing that. Please bring out the jury.
Oh, dang. And you've been brutally rebuffed, though. She said, go fuck yourself in so many words. Oh, Daryl, I hate you. You ain't shit. You never was. I hadn't even thought about her. Ooh, let's see.
Myself.
All right.
Yeah, actually, Cantu, I had made a video about that. I reacted to that. I sure did. Let me find it. I'll find it for you. I can show you a little bit of it. He had that music playing, so I think I had it muted, like mostly, because and he was screaming too. Yeah, let me find it. The like button. How many likes I got? I'm ready to just know now, no matter what. Just tell me. It's okay. I ain't gonna cry about it. How many likes? Daryl said.
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. All right, then, the state may call its next witness.
Call Dr. Linda Bidzricki.
All right, good afternoon, Dr. Bidzricki. If you would please make your way to the witness stand, which is to my right, up one riser. When you get there, please remain standing, raise your right hand, and my clerk, Teresa, who's on my left, will swear you in.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. Please be seated.
Thank you, Barry. Thank you, honey pot. Mama appreciate you. Ooh, this is where he becomes completely despised. Oh, does he? Does he? He will be despised. Ooh.
First thing I will ask you to do is to state your first and last names for the record and spell each.
Linda, Lynda, Biedzricki, Biedrzycki.
Thank you. Go ahead, your witness.
Thank you. Dr. Biedzricki, how are you employed?
I'm the medical examiner for Waukesha County.
How long have you been the medical examiner for Waukesha County?
About 25 years.
And can you briefly describe for the jury your education and training that you obtained prior to becoming the medical examiner?
Yes. I went to medical school at the Medical College of Wisconsin. I did an internship in internal medicine. Then I did general pathology training, which is anatomic study of tissues, and clinical, which is laboratory medicine. 4 years of that at several different places, including the Medical College of Wisconsin, University of California, and William Beaumont Hospital. I did a fellowship in forensic pathology, which is the study of trauma and legal medicine in Detroit at Wayne County. And I did a year of cardiac pathology at Brigham and Women's Hospital in Boston.
Thank you. Directing your attention to November 22nd, 2021. Did you perform an autopsy on a Tamara Durand?
I did.
And did you prepare, as a result of the autopsy that you performed, an autopsy protocol?
Yes.
Did you also prepare a diagram for court in order to summarize your findings from your autopsy protocol?
I did.
Okay. In front of you, you should have State's Exhibit number 59, which is the autopsy protocol for Tamara Durand.
Yes.
Do you see that? Okay, and then I'm going.
My mouse thing is acting weird. Hold on. It's like it's doing what it want to do instead of what I'm telling it to do. Oh, maybe that's why. Hold on. Oh yeah, I think that was why. Okay. Oh, it was a chat. Hey y'all, it's your girl J9 Eve. What's it called? This poor car sitting in front of him. Oh yeah, yeah, I found it. I'll show it to you. You know, see that there was this guy back in the like over a year ago. He had about a year and a half, maybe almost 2 years ago. He also drove to a parade. He got impatient. And he just was gonna drive right through the parade. Like and so he did, but luckily he didn't run anybody over, but he was road raging like nobody's business. Like he was off the heezy for sheezy for sure. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Oh, where's the oh god, this thing. Oh, here we go. Portland Parade. There we go. Let's see. Put this on top. There it is. This was the. I gotta figure out what is going on with this thing. Yeah. Because it is just like so weird right now. Well, I felt so bad for her. I felt so bad. I'm like, oh my god, just. Hey, you guys, I think he might be a little bit mad. Hold on. I can't tell where my thingy. There it is. That shit was hilarious. Oh my god, this thing is driving me absolutely batshit crazy. Hold on a second. Okay. Look at this. Yes, he drives through a parade and we're gonna watch the whole thing. Yes. He don't hit nobody, so we get to actually watch it. But he's gonna be dodging and they're gonna be running, you know, trying to get out of the way. So, you know, and he's also he's on the registry as well, like our precious Daryl. Hey Hamilton, what's up, baby? He looks pretty mad, right? I mean, he's pretty raging out. Look at this. Okay. All right. He's doing that to construction workers, by the way. Shit was crazy. Oh. And that's where he starts playing that music. So that's where we mute him. He starts playing this horrible music that plays the whole time. Okay. Look at him. Look at him. He was pissed at me. Because it's about to open up the thing where we can see all the cameras. Look at the right there. Okay. Now look at this. Look at. He's gonna drive on the side of them. This poor car sitting in front of him. I felt so bad for her.
This was a whole nother person who drove through a
I felt so bad. I'm like, oh my God, just scooch to the left, guy. He gonna mess your lights up. Look how entitled he is. Look at this shit. Look. Oh, you gonna try to slide through? You gonna slide through? You in a Honda Civic, and you think you in a Honda Civic? No, that's a Honda Civic in front of you. There we go. See, he got the front end. Look at this. Look. And onto the cones we go. And now we're on the other side. Must be nice. Look at this. Look. Now, y'all see this coming up, right? Now, look at his face. Say, hey, sir. Hey, sir. Do you see this? See all this orange activity in front of you? You see that? Look at it. No, look at it. You see where he's going? Look where he's going. Look at this. Wow. It's coming. Barb, it's coming. The parade is coming. He's getting to the parade, and then he's going to drive to the parade. He's doing all this just to get to the parade, okay? He ain't trying to get to the parade, but he's going to go through all this, get through the parade, drive through the parade. Just wait. Oh, you just wait, Barb. The parade is coming, okay? We up in the bushes now. Take us to the bushes. Up, and around. There we go. Okay, we're going to make it through. We're going to make it through the cars. Nope. My truck's too big. Let me go around again. Now, here we go. Now, look at this. Now, watch this. Look at his face. Look at his face. Do his eyes not look like the blackest eyes you ever seen? You know, when I was a kid, we used to watch, when we watched Halloween when I was a kid, I remember the emphasis that the guy put on how dark this guy's eye, how dark Loomis. Michael Myers' eyes were when he was a kid. Like, oh, his eyes were like just black, like just, like just super, you know what I mean? Like that's what his eyes look like to me. Like ain't nothing in them. He's doing all of this. And he don't even look like his adrenaline is going in. Like he just looks like he's just like that shit. This is crazy. All right, we making out. You know what's funny though? Now that I'm looking at this again, you know what I think was happening here? I think he had to take a shit. I think he was driving loaded and he had to take a shit. You know, like the horrible kind. Like I think that's what happened. Because it explains this look on his face. He's hyper fucking focused. And he's so agitated. He can't wait. He's going around. That's gotta be it. He has to take a massive shit. At some point in this drive, I bet that he just did it right there in the truck. I bet he did. I bet he shot on himself. I bet if we could do any research on this and look into it, I bet if you can find like the footage or something of when they got a hold of him, when they finally arrested him or whatnot, I bet there was shit on his pants. Like I bet it's just our way into the parade. Let's get into the parade. Look at this. And here we go. We're going to drive around. Whoop, up again. Now, there we go. Damn. Into the parade we go. And look at all those people. Now look at these people scurrying. Watch this. Look. He could have literally easily been another Darrell. Running for their little lives. He lost control of the car and then almost Drove. And look at his face. And look at his face. Oh God, looking like that's so funny. I was saying the same thing now that I said then. Oh, Mama never changes. Yeah, but that is the Portland Parade Dash Cam. That's what that's titled. Probably should have titled that something else. But yeah, it's a Portland Parade Dash Cam. Yeah. So if you look on my channel and just search Parade Dash Cam, you'd be able to see it. If anybody want to go back and watch it, Parade Dash Cam is what it's called. Mama got lots of content, okay? Mama been making fun of people every day for 3 years. Every day, almost 3 years. Okay, working overtime. She working hard. She works hard. Oh, my 2 hours just passed. Oh, Mama didn't meet her goal. She didn't do it. But it's not too late. Still sprinkle on Mama's head. Oh, let's see. Let me get this off of here. Okay, let's get back to what we're doing. Let's focus. We gotta focus. You know, Mama got that ADHD. They won't let her.
Going to show in front of you Exhibit 166. It will be on the screen in front of you shortly. Ma'am, looking at the screen in front of you, is that your diagram that you prepared for testimony today, which shows your summary of the autopsy protocol, the injuries to Mr. And?
It is.
Okay. Can you describe for the jury, well, first of all, when did you perform the autopsy on Mr. And?
On November 23rd.
And were you aware that this was as a result of an incident that occurred in downtown Waukesha on November 21st, 2021?
Absolutely.
Overruled. Her answer may stand.
Did you go to the scene on November 21st, 2021?
I was there.
Okay. What were your findings with regard to Mr. And?
She had 2 groups of injuries, I like to say. One is from the impact of the car with the body, and these injuries include the marks on her hips that you can see on the posterior.
And I'm just going to ask the court, I apologize, permission to admit Exhibit 166 and 59 into evidence, and permission to publish 166.
Objection.
The objection is noted. It is overruled. Exhibits 59 and 166 are both received. Permission to publish 166 is granted.
I apologize. If you can start over with that testimony, they didn't have the diagram in front of them.
There are 2 groups of
Chad,
injuries,
what's up, baby?
which is typical in a pedestrian injury. One is from the impact of the car with the body, and the external evidence of that are the marks on the back of her hips, which I indicated their heights between 34 and 38 inches. The abrasions and bruises, the red and blue marks. And those points of contact resulted in fractures of the pelvis on the right, which is indicated with green or dark lines across the pelvis on the skeleton picture. So the car struck her hip, broke her pelvis. The other injuries that are characteristic of pedestrian injuries are the small abrasions on her toes on the right. You see little red marks on the toes. She did not have the shoe on the right foot. The impact of the car with the body pulls the foot out of the shoe. This is very characteristic of a pedestrian injury because of the force and velocity of that impact. The second group of injuries is when the person strikes the ground after that impact, and that's reflected by the laceration or red mark on the back of her head, and then reflected by a line on the skeleton diagram across the skull, which is a fracture from ear to ear at the base of the skull, and 2 fractures in the occipital area or back of the head, which you see in the posterior skeleton, which extend basically to the base of the spinal cord. Internally, corresponding to that impact with the ground, there was subarachnoid hemorrhage, or hemorrhage covering the brain, and also a tear at the level of the brainstem from that impact. Also, from the ground contact are multiple rib fractures. On the left, they were the upper ribs. There's little marks near the scapula on the left, and mid-ribs on the right. You can see the little marks there. And as a result of the impact that caused the fractures, there were also contusions of the lung bilaterally on the inside, and hemorrhage, we call retroperitoneal hemorrhage, which is the area around the kidney on the right side. So there are two groups of blood trauma.
And ma'am, I'm going to give you a pointer. I think it's hard maybe for the jury. I'm having a hard time seeing some of the dots on the skeletal diagram.
Objection. Relevancy it is.
Overruled.
What's the
Grounds for
relevancy?
the overrule.
Your Honor. What's the relevancy of this? What does this have to do with all of the murders that I did, Your Honor? I don't understand what the relevance of this is. Can we have some more relevance, please? Darrell. Hey, Darrell. Wow. This, look at this. Darrell is still like in the midst of all this, surrounded by people who just want to squeeze all the liquid juice out of him, just crush him until all the liquids and everything, just everything that could come out, just come out. Just like a toothpaste, like a toothpaste bottle, just he's just in this room full of people who just can't stand him. He's done murked a small child. He's injured so many others. Killed 6 people, just snatched them off the planet after attacking his baby mama, and then running and losing a shoe, and then abandoning another shoe, taking off a hoodie, and then begging people for help to use a phone. He did all these things happen, and now here he is in this courtroom, and somehow he still manages to feel like he has some type of control over something. It's weird. He's still in here. Give me a second. I need a minute. Like, he's really trying. He's half-assed as hell, but he's trying. He really is.
Again, if you can just
trying
briefly
his
describe
hardest and hoping the most.
What you just testified to, or briefly point to what you testified to.
Objection. Ask and answer.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Bitch, the nerve of you talking about some ask and answer as many times as you asked that lady the same fucking question.
Okay. So the first type of injury from the car, the skeletal, the fractures of the pelvis here, and the external marks here at the heights that I've indicated from the hood of the vehicle. The toes are seen at this time. If you could bring them up right here. On the top of the toes, when they're lifted out of the shoe, there's often scraping, and that's what you will see. Then the second group of injuries from the contact with the ground, if you can go down now, is a laceration to the back of the head from contact with the ground, a fracture across the base of the skull, ear to ear, fractures to the back of the head on the right and the left, and internally subarachnoid hemorrhage and the brainstem tear.
Coffee.
In the chest, fractures here, ribs 3 and 4, and 5 and 6 on this side, with also contusions to the lungs, pulmonary contusions bilaterally, and retroperitoneal hemorrhage, or hemorrhage in the soft tissue around the kidney area. And just because it's flipped, this kidney area, the right
His bone
kidney,
broken.
is in this area of the skeleton, right above the areas of the fractures of the pelvis.
You have measurements on the third diagram from the left-hand side. What is the significance of those measurements? You had talked about the height of the car. Did you see the suspect vehicle, or did you go to look at the suspect vehicle in this case?
Yes, I did.
Overruled. She may answer. Go ahead.
I did. On November 23rd, I went to Fleet in the county complex where the car was being held, and I examined the car, looking for points of contact between the car and the pedestrians. And I also looked at the configuration of the vehicle, like the height of the hood, what the wheels look like, what the tires look like.
Hit the like button for Mama, please. Please and thank you. And let me get some do blue. Let me get some blue emojis in the chat. Just trying to get the engagement up. You know what I'm saying? Interactions. You know. Making the chat just move.
Like where the bumper was, where the damage was, and took multiple pictures.
And with the observations that you made on the third diagram from the left and those measurements, that would be consistent with the measurements taken of the hood height of the suspect vehicle?
Yes, it's typical of the more SUV type of configuration of a car. I mean, a very low sports car would have the hood would be low and the bumper, and if a bumper protrudes, then the bumper might be the leading edge. But SUVs have kind of a flat front and a higher hood. The hood that I measured and the vehicle was damaged was 42 centimeters, but that's only at one point because the configuration of the hood had different shapes as the metal was curved over the wheel well and so forth. So these measurements, 38.5, 37, 32.5, are pretty good for the height of a SUV type vehicle at the point of contact at the pelvis.
Thank you. You may have a seat. Ma'am, can you describe for the jury the fatal injuries that were suffered by Ms. Durand?
The head injuries, the brainstem injury was quite severe. That would alone be fatal. The pulmonary injuries and the rib fractures could also alone be fatal, causing respiratory compromise. And the pelvic injuries could alone be fatal, causing hemorrhage. So she died of multiple blunt trauma, but each area of injury was quite severe in and of itself.
Would that be consistent with her being struck by a moving SUV weighing in excess of 3,300 pounds?
Absolutely.
It's overruled. She may answer.
It's typical of a pedestrian injury. It's typical of an injury with a SUV configuration, and the speed would be at least considerable because of the momentum which resulted in these severe injuries.
When you say the speed would need to be considerable, what does that mean?
I will explain. Injuries are proportional to the energy delivered, kinetic energy. Kinetic energy, the formula, is 1/2 times mass. Mass would be the 3,300 pounds times velocity squared. So velocity is like really critical. So if you look at severity of injuries and speed of the vehicle on a graph, the graph doesn't go like this. It's not when speed increases, injuries increase that way. Injuries
Thank you,
increase
Chad,
like
for
this
the PayPal.
because
Thank you, baby.
velocity is such.
Thank you, Chad. Mama appreciate you. Yes, indeed, she do. Yes, indeed, she do. Ooh. Definitely appreciate it.
An important part of the equation.
Thank you. Moving next to the autopsy that you performed on Jane Kulik, I would direct your attention to State's Exhibit number 61.
Yes.
Hey, Capelli.
And also I'm going to project in front of you State's Exhibit 167, which is the diagram, I believe, that you created for to assist in the testimony today.
Yes.
Let me know when you see that diagram.
I see it.
Okay. And does that accurately depict the findings that you made in your autopsy protocol?
Yes.
I would ask the court to admit State Exhibit 61 and admit and publish 167.
Objection, where's 61?
You should have that. It's not been on the screen. It was provided to you previously.
That'd be the autopsy protocol for Jane Kulik.
Darrell, it's right there. You see it? You
All
see
right,
it? It's right there.
61 is received. Exhibit 160.
Darrell, it's in your bald spot. Look behind you. Just. Oh, poor thing. Poor Darrell. Oh, Darrell, don't be like this.
7 is received and permission to publish is granted.
Now, ma'am, directing your attention to November 23rd of last year, did you perform an autopsy on Jane Kulik?
I did.
And can you describe your findings during that autopsy? And if you can use Exhibit 167 as well as the pointer and the screen to your right.
Okay. So Ms. Kulik had 3 types of injuries. She had the first kind we discussed, being struck by the vehicle. We have an impact to the left hip here at 39.5 inches, and we have pelvic fractures on the left.
Blue emojis in the chat. Come on, make it blue. The length of the thing should be blue.
Now, she had no shoes when I saw her, but the sock on the left foot was torn right in the area of the toes. Also, there's an abrasion to the top of the foot. That would be considered with being taken out of her shoe. So that's from the car impact. Then second, we have injuries from hitting the ground. We have a laceration to the back of the head. And we have some abrasions on the left side of the face and the nose area. The third type of injury she has is being run over by a tire. So we have a squared off abrasion across the upper abdomen, lower rib area that was sharply demarcated as I drew there. So it's not as if the abrasion blended into the skin, like if you do a sliding motion, but it was quite sharply demarcated. And associated with this injury, her liver was like lacerated, multiple tears in the liver, bleeding from that liver injury. She had multiple fractures on the right side of her chest. Anteriorly, she also had lower rib fractures posteriorly here. So the pressure of the tire compressed the liver, and it also compressed the part of the chest. The diaphragm on the right was also torn. There's also looked like a tire mark on the lower part of her left leg. There were no.
Sorry, that's an interesting emoji, Chad Franklin. What is that? Like a person with a pumpkin head? What is that? Those are cute.
Fractures under that site. So she had impact from the vehicle, impact to the ground, and then crushing from the tire.
What did you determine the cause of death to be for Ms. Kulik?
Multiple blunt trauma.
And the fatal injuries, can you describe those for the jury?
Her injuries from being run over were probably the most severe, with the multiple rib fractures and the crushing of the liver. Also severe, however, was the pelvic fractures. Pelvic fractures, I didn't maybe explain, cause a lot of bleeding because your aorta divides in the pelvis into your iliac arteries, so it's a very big blood vessel, and also your inferior vena cava is there. So if you damage any blood vessels in the area of the pelvis, you're damaging pretty large caliber vessels, and you can lose a lot of blood. So, and also there's bone marrow in the pelvis. So pelvic injuries, especially when they're fragmented, as it was in her case, can be very, very serious. So I would say those were the two, and then the rib fractures, and I didn't mention, she also has pulmonary contusions on the right and hemorrhage in the retroperitoneum on the right. So those injuries, the chest injuries, the pelvic injuries, and the abdominal injuries, each were very serious and could have been fatal individually.
And is that consistent with Ms. Kulik being struck by a moving SUV weighing in excess of 3,300 pounds?
Question.
Overrule. Transfer my scan.
Yes.
Thank you. Finally, ma'am, I'm going to direct you to the autopsy protocol for Wilhelm Hospital, which is Exhibit 60. That should be in front of you.
Yes.
Did you prepare a diagram documenting your findings through the autopsy protocol?
Yes.
And I'm going to show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 168.
Yes.
Okay. I'd ask the court to admit Exhibit 60, which is the autopsy protocol, as well as the diagram contained in Exhibit 162. Or 168, I'm sorry. And permission to publish 168.
Hey, Nay, what's up, baby? How you doing?
Noted, it's overruled. Exhibits 60 and 168 are both received. Permission to publish. Exhibit 168 is granted.
What was the first one?
60.
What you gonna do with that information, Darrell?
And then
Aside
did you
from
perform
nothing.
an autopsy on Wilhelm Hospital on November 22nd, 2021?
I did.
And can you explain for the jury your findings that are contained on Exhibit 168?
Yes. Mr. Hospital had similar types of injuries from the impact of the car. He had a very rectangular shaped bruise, 42 inches above the heel to the back of the left hip. And he also had a bruise above, right around the back of the knee, slightly above and slightly below, but extending between 16.5 and 24 inches above the knee. This hip bruise corresponds to the fractures of the left side of the pelvis, right here. He also had foot injuries. Instead of the toes, he had marks to the back of both heels, and that could be because of the type of footwear. Again, he did not, I saw this.
That's right. It's almost midnight. Hit the like button before Mama turn into a pumpkin or a mouse or just a raggedy bitch without glass slippers. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Hit the like button. You know, hit that link, that membership link at the top of the chat. You know, become a member. Support the channel. Keeps Mama here and not there. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal. We gotta be here and not there. Lord, please. I don't want to be there. I want to be here. It's where I want to be. But if I can't make this here happen, I got to be there more, which makes me here less. And I'm too old. I'm too old. Ooh.
Mr. Hospital without clothing, so I did not see the shoes. They were taken off at the hospital because he had surgery. But he did have injuries that we often see in pedestrians as well, whether the shoes were taken off or just the friction from being struck. Then he had the injuries from hitting the ground, which were lacerations and abrasions to the head on the right side and on the back. And the result of that was a fracture on the right side of the head. But this is kind of also interesting and shows how this injury occurred. The fracture's on the right side of the head, but the bruise to the brain and small subdural is on the left side of the head. That's called contre-coup. And that type of injury occurs in a moving head injury. So his head was moving, hit the ground on the right, caused the bruise on the left because of the rebound of the brain striking the skull. So he had injuries from being struck by the car and injuries
bouncing
from
around in your skull.
Now you testified, first of all, about the injuries to the back, the second diagram from the left, and the height of those injuries. Are there any relevance of the height of those injuries as well as the measurements that you took of the suspect vehicle, which was a red Ford SUV?
Yes.
Okay.
When I measured the side of the hood, I got 42 inches. There's a picture with a tape measure showing that. So that corresponds well to the height of this particular pattern injury. And the height of the top of the bumper, because now the bumper is not a shiny chrome protruding bumper that's kind of a flat bumper that's painted the same color as the vehicle, so it's rather broad, is about 26 inches, which would correspond to a strike to the back of the left leg there.
Thank you. And you had testified that, unlike the other two people that you had performed autopsies on, were those people brought to the medical examiner's office from the crime scene being Main Street?
Objection. Leave the witness.
Mr.
Hold
Rand,
on, overruled. She may answer.
I'm sorry. Mr. Rand was brought from the scene, and I saw her at the scene before I did the autopsy. Ms. Kulik was brought from Waukesha Memorial Hospital, where she was pronounced, and Mr. Hospital was brought later because he was treated at the hospital.
And
So Darrell's hairline. So he is taking notes like it will save his life. It is gonna save his life. If he don't take those notes, I'm gonna tell you this, Nick. If he don't take them notes, he's gonna go to jail. He gotta take them notes, or he gonna go to prison. That's the deal. They said if you don't take these notes and accurately, spell everything correct, even the words you don't know, which are all the words, you gonna end up in prison. You be careful with that. You know what I'm saying? That's what they told him. That's what they told him, Nick. And so that's why he's working so hard. He works hard for the freedom. So hard for the freedom. But he ain't never gonna see it. Ooh. But Bubba will treat him right. Ooh.
And can you describe, or did you determine the cause of death to be for Mr. Hospital?
Multiple blunt force trauma.
And the fatal injuries for Mr. Hospital, can you describe those for the jury?
Objection. Answer.
Overruled. She may answer.
Bitch.
Okay. Mr. Hospital's most severe injuries were related to his pelvic injuries, which he lost a lot of blood. They required to put a coil to try to obstruct the bleeding vessel to stop it from bleeding. It was not accessible surgically. You had to put like a coil through the vasculature. But also the impact here caused an injury to the thoracic duct, which carries your lymph fluid. And as a result of that injury, he also had an accumulation of fluid in both chest cavities of the lymph fluid that occurred during the hospital course, which impaired his respiratory status. So it's an indirect cause of the injury, the accumulation of the fluid, but they both were related to the impact of the vehicle. His head injuries, it's harder to assess because as he died, he did present with a change in consciousness, so it's possible those head injuries would have been independently fatal.
And would those fatal injuries and the injuries that you've described, would those be consistent with being struck by a moving SUV weighing in excess of 3,300 pounds?
Objection. Leave the witness.
Overruled. You may answer.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Nothing further, thank you.
Darrell, your turn. Come
Any
on.
questions for this witness?
I do.
Okay. What's up? You want to do
Your
no
primary
pause?
field is in the medical field. Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
No, Darrell. She's a mechanic. Can't you tell? Like, so your field of expertise is in real estate, is it not? Ooh. Like, bitch. Bitch, if you don't stop asking me stupid ass questions.
Any reason why you would be
She about
inspecting a
business,
car?
honey. She
if
about
that's
business
not a
and only
medical
business only.
professional thing?
The examination of
Not the
anything
professional
that's
thing.
related to injuries in the people that I later examine is relevant in my specialty of forensic pathology.
Can you pronounce that, Daryl, or no? I'm thinking no. Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no.
So examining the vehicle, examining the vehicle would be important to your medical assessments in what way?
Because the injuries that people sustain, whether it's a vehicle in this case or anything else, it's important to correspond the nature of the implement being the car. So it's possible I would be shown a car that would be not consistent with the injuries.
So it would be fair to say you've done numerous autopsies in your time as a medical professional. Would that be fair to say?
That's true.
Excuse me. Burp right in the
And
phone.
as you just said, examining the vehicle would be essential to your medical expertise. Is that fair to say?
Sure. Whatever. Sure.
Examining the vehicle is important to interpret the injuries. I'm not sure that, I don't know if that's the answer to your question.
Did that answer your question, Daryl?
If you were doing an injury assessment based on if the injury was caused by a different kind of instrument, would the same apply to having to view that?
Yes, if in cases of gunshot wounds, I asked to see the gun. In cases of stabbings or blunt trauma, I asked to see the weapons that they think were used, so I can determine if they are consistent or not consistent. I can't make matches, like precise matches, but I can say it looks like a baseball bat or it looks like a pair of scissors, that kind of thing.
Hit the like button for Mama.
It would be fair to say if in a case of a gunshot wound, as you brought up, it wouldn't be. It would. Let me back up. It would.
Ask yourself this while Daryl's backing it up and tooting it on Bubba. Let's toot it up. Oh shit, toot it up. Ooh. Ask yourself this. It's Daryl asking. Well, how do you know nobody was stabbed? How you know nobody was shot? How you know? You know, I mean, how did you decide or figure out how they passed away? You know, maybe they were already dead when I ran over them. Did you think about that, lady? Is that where we're going, Daryl? Is that where we're going? Oh no, I know. It's him talking about some gunshots. It's that part for me. He is so straight. Like that they made it. Ain't no telling. Just because they were under my car don't mean that that's what did it. Oh my God.
Would you say it would be hard to assess the gun, being that it wouldn't be the actual gun, but the bullets that caused the injury?
Well, actually, I don't examine the bullets, but I would examine the gun, especially, for example, if it's a contact wound. So if the muzzle of the gun touches the skin,
Daryl,
then the
she's
muzzle
trying to give
could
you
leave
an
a
idea
mark.
of something.
So then
that
I could
you
say
might want to
the
think
muzzle
about.
of the gun shown to me might match the mark.
And
Just saying, that's what it looked
if it
like.
was something similar to that,
How
the
I
muzzle type
interpreted
thing,
it.
that would
How about
be
that?
the mark would be from the heat. Would that be fair to say?
No, not actually.
No.
It's actually from the contact of the metal. So it's more of an abrasion than a burn.
Look at Daryl. He like, really? I thought I knew what I was talking about. Absolutely not. It's okay, Daryl. That we know that's not your weapon of choice anyway. You know, you like to, you still would be scared to stand there with one of them. You know, you'd be like, no, if I do that, then they might still be able to get to me, depending on their adrenaline. You know, but if I'm driving around in this 3,000-pound death machine, can't nobody stop me. Can't nobody get to me. You know, till of course I run it into a tree stump and then gotta walk around with no shoes on. Because Daryl, you know.
So in a case like in a case like that, what would be the significance of the actual inspection of the gun?
I'm going to object to this line of question. I think it's a little bit afield of where we're at.
Grounds.
Overruled. She may answer. She brought it up as an example. I'll allow a little bit of leeway, but go ahead.
Could you repeat your question?
What would be the significance in a case like that, as you stated? You view all types of instruments, gunshot wounds, and things of that nature. What would be the significance of inspecting the actual gun in terms of the injury?
Well, I may be able to say that the mark on the skin, for example, is consistent with the outline of the muzzle of that particular weapon, looking at the dimensions and shape.
Exactly.
So what if it was used from a distance? Then what would be the essential reason to inspect the gun?
Still, what bullet?
Depending
what
on
kind
the
of bullet it
distance,
uses?
sometimes the pattern of stippling, like for example, if there's a flash suppression or something used, that can play a role. If it's very far away, then the actual characteristics of the weapon are more general. In other words, the size of the hole, for example, or might reflect both the size of the caliber of the gun or the velocity. So it depends on, distance does play a role on what I would be evaluating.
Daryl, do you remember why you asked her that question? I'm thinking no. I'm thinking you don't remember.
Do you know if at the time you did the autopsies, if any of the victims you performed the autopsy on had any underlying illnesses at that time?
This.
Any cancers or anything like that may?
Yeah, did anybody have any cancer, that might have taken them out like right before I ran over them? Did anybody die natural causes like right bore the wheel got him? Did anybody just collapse by just chance? From some old school cancer. That's just anything. Anything to wipe just one of these victims of mine off the list of my victims. I appreciate that. Is that where you going with this, Daryl? Was anybody already sick? I mean, because if they were already sick, it means, really, what did I do, really? Is that where we're going, Daryl? Are you going to make this face? Is this the face that you're going to make while you make this weird? Oh, my God. He really said that out loud, y'all. So did any of the people that you worked on, which are the dead people? Okay, these are because she's the coroner. She's the other coroner. Like, there were the two coroners. They had 3 people each that they worked on. This is the other one. So he's asking this lady if any of the people who he killed, the 3 people that she worked with, if either one of them already had some kind of condition or something. That's what he asked. He ran him over. He ran him down. And now he's like, but I mean, did any of them already have cancer? I'm just curious. No.
At the time that you did the
Look
autopsy.
at this. And he's making this face while he
Yes, I would
asks.
make observations of any natural disease processes that I saw at the time of autopsy.
Did you observe any?
Yes.
Do you recall from who that was?
Well, Mr. Hospital, he was an older gentleman. He had some heart disease, as I recall, a pacemaker, some coronary artery disease. Ms. Kulik, as I recall, had a large fibroid. That's what I remember. I could look and clarify my memory further, but those are examples.
Can you explain to the jury what is a large thyroid? Is that the word you thyroid?
Fibroid.
I'm sorry.
Yes. It's
fibroid.
A benign uterine tumor.
Is that a form of cancer?
No.
Daryl's like, why did you bring it up then? But it's a tumor.
And you said the older gentleman had some fluid buildup in the chest? Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to misquote you.
You're wrong. There.
Some
There,
type
I've
of fluid
corrected you.
around the chest area.
Correct.
And from your recollection, that wasn't caused by the vehicle?
That was. He entered the hospital actually with no evidence of that fluid, but it's lymphatic fluid from a thoracic duct injury. So over the time he was treated, especially with the fluid resuscitation, because of the blood loss, the fluid collected in the hospital as a rupture of that thoracic duct injury and was in the pleural space surrounding the lungs.
So that it would be fair to say that came about once he was already at the hospital.
That's true.
And you said he had a pacemaker. Would that have any effect whatsoever on what might have been going on in his chest at the time?
No, and because he was in the hospital, the function of that pacemaker was well documented while he was being monitored.
Was it pretty active, still working properly at that time?
It was.
Darrell's like,
even
shit,
with
I missed
the
the
loss of
pacemaker.
blood, as you say, he had a loss of blood. Even then, was it still working pretty good?
Yes, the loss of blood had no effect on the electrical function of the pacemaker.
The like button for mama. Ooh.
And were you at the parade at the time of the incident?
No, I was called after.
She was at her job, Darrell. J-O-B.
So at the time you were called,
I know
did
you're
you
not
know
familiar with that.
any information about the incident?
Yes, because I was called
like
in
button
my
for
function as
mama.
a medical examiner, I was informed about the death of numerous people, injuries of more, and that this was a result of a car going through the parade.
Do you recall if it was referred to as a car or a SUV?
I'm sure I was told it was an SUV because the vehicle in question was in custody at the time.
And you were already privy to that information before you
Darrell was
arrived at the
privy.
scene?
Either before or at the scene.
Do you recall whom informed you of that?
It could either have been my staff, who were the first people notified, so they would have reported to me what they were told, or it could have been detectives at the scene who I also interacted with.
So it would be fair to say you don't really...
Yes, he can do. That's hilarious. Random question time. 627. I used to think that he was purposely trying to re-traumatize the victims, but now I think he just thought this was random question time. Right? It's so weird. It's like he's just throwing out questions. Just, no purpose, no rhyme, no reason. You know what I'm saying? Just a question.
recall.
Not specifically.
And get some red. Like to chat up with some red emojis.
And
Make
you
it
said you
red.
observed damage to the vehicle when you were able to view it?
Yes.
Red emojis in the chat.
Would you say it was extensive damage, or did you really look at one specific area? Or let me rephrase that: were you really focused on one certain area of the vehicle when you viewed it?
Well, when I was examining the car, actually the crime lab was there. So we looked at the entire circumference of the vehicle, and the vehicle was also on a lift, and we looked under the vehicle because we were questioning whether there was clothing perhaps or other physical evidence that would be important to document. So I would say that I looked at the car quite comprehensively, although it was not my job to document damage to the vehicle per se, other than what related to my autopsy. interest.
I almost died.
And that would be specifically looking at the hood of the vehicle
I
to
inhaled
determine
my
how it
coffee.
fit with your medical expertise.
Thank you, Jared.
Well,
Thank
I
you.
paid attention to the front end of the vehicle,
Chad,
which
thank
is the
you.
part that
Red
typically is
emojis.
involved in pedestrian strikes. And those are the parts that I paid more attention to in terms of measurement than, say, I don't know, but it would be wherever the damage is, because now I'm thinking in some pedestrian strikes, there are cracks to the windshield or injuries to the side mirrors and so forth. So I paid attention wherever I thought the damage would be that would be relevant to my cases. But
Chad, I'm fine. I'm alive. I am alive. I tried to inhale my coffee and it almost took me out. And then I coughed into the microphone by accident. My bad. And I'm going to tell you, if Mama could sing, Mama would only ever sing. You could tell because I turned everything into a song. Imagine if I actually could sing, if I could hold a note, if I could, that's all I would do. That's all I would do is sing. You know what I'm saying? Red emojis in the chat. Don't lose sight of the mission. Red emojis. Light up the chat in red. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, membership link is at the top of the chat. You know what I'm saying? Consider becoming a member. Help support the channel. Keeps Mama here and not there. You know what I'm saying? And that's the point. That's the purpose. We need more of here, not there. What we need. I'm just telling you that's what we need because this is what we need. Okay. Ooh. Oh, and I went ahead and just made a new target goal. I made a new super chat target goal. It's just 10. Maybe I could do a happy dance. It's like I'll make a little one. Maybe if I make a 10. Maybe if I make a 10. You know what I'm saying? Ooh.
I did take measurements of the front end.
With your expertise, would you determine that all of the damage that you observed would be caused strictly from hitting one thing or numerous?
I can say that there were multiple areas.
Wait, what? See, can't do. So there are some moments in in my work day when I start singing one of your songs to myself. Like what? What are my songs? I have songs? What are my songs? I don't know what songs. Do I have songs? What songs? Thank you, Chad. Thank you, baby. That's one. Uh-oh. There's one. That's one. Thank you, Warren in New York. Ooh. Red emojis in the chat. Oh, like the prison. Underneath the prison, underneath the prison, the prison. That is a song, isn't it? Do I have any other songs? What are my other songs? I want some other things that you sing that just get stuck. That's what I'm talking about. That's right. Be quoting Mama. Singing Mama songs, you know what I'm saying? When I leave this here place, called the earth, I will be remembered and spoken of in joking manner. Make fun of me. Make fun of me a lot. When I leave this place, make fun of me. That's how I'll stay. Ooh. See what I'm saying? Like, why did I just sing that instead of just saying it?
Areas of the car.
My past life, I was a singer. It has to be. That must be it.
That had damage, so it would seem unlikely to be from one impact because in my experience, it's You could have a frontal impact, you can have a side impact, you can be rear-ended, but there were dents, if you will, in multiple areas of the car.
Yeah, the whole fucking thing was dented.
So from your expertise, that could have came from a number of different things.
Like what?
That's true.
Like, sure, yeah, fine. Yeah, I'll give you that, you piece of shit. Sure, I guess it could have been a bird. Of course. Absolutely.
You
Definitely.
made a brief observation about speed and velocity. Do you have any expertise in that area?
Only to the extent that I understand how injuries occur, and in terms of the transfer of kinetic energy, because all injuries I see in the body have to.
Oh, Darrell's like, fuck. She knows shit too. He was hoping that she wouldn't know because she didn't need to know. Here she go talking about some kinetic fucking energy. Darrell definitely don't know what the fuck that is.
To do with that kind of transfer.
Go ahead, Darrell. Ask her what kinetic energy is. You don't want to do it.
Would it
You
be
don't want
fair
to
to
sound
say
dumb.
that everybody is different though?
Everybody is different.
So with May, I guess I would phrase the question by saying, something that may seriously injure someone else probably wouldn't seriously injure another person.
Like what?
Based on your expertise.
No. If you hit the same person in the same spot with the same force, okay, and it literally is the exact same. If you hit them both in the same way, same force, unless they have like, the only difference would be is like, so one of them had like super brittle bones and one didn't. So the one with super brittle bones might have a worse like a worse injury than the one without it. You know what I'm saying? But if you hit either one of them with the fucking car, you gonna have the same shit that you had going on. Oh my God. Well, I mean, but if he already had brittle bones when I ran over him, I mean, is it really my fault? Just so you know, that's the point of this line of questioning. Is, well, he already had some issues, you know what I'm saying? So when I ran over him, it was like not even it you know, really, I mean, I was trying to help. If you think about it. If you think about it real hard, close your eyes, fart twice, you'll see where I'm going with this. Oh my God. This motherfucker.
Generally, things of a serious nature don't become not serious. I would say that different people might have this, there are differences in people and how injuries
affect them,
how different events might injure them.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't say that something that's serious in one individual would be minimal in another.
Yeah, because that'd be stupid.
Even though there might be a range, it's not going to be okay for one person, but maybe deadly for another. That is not typically how it is.
Yeah, nah.
But it can vary.
It can vary.
Oh, look, you got it, Darrell. Look, okay. Did the shackles come off yet or no?
Do you recall how many people you were called to attend to the night of the incident?
3,
How many
bitch.
people I was called to attend to?
Yes.
There were 3 victims on the road. Those are the ones that I saw that night.
Darrell seems to not understand that this is the coroner. This is the medical examiner. She ain't over there patching up wounds. When you come to her, you're already gone. Darrell still thinks that she had other people with her. Like that she had to go and help other people. No, she got called for the ones who were already passed. That's what she got called for. Even the one that was with Jackson, because he went to the hospital first. Like, she wasn't with him. She wasn't working with him, working on him until after he had passed. She's the medical examiner. She's a coroner. She's not, like, he don't get that. So he's like, how many people did you work on? She's not out there to resuscitate. That's not her gig. Okay? She's a coroner. He don't, he is just not catching this. Like, he...
Did you see anyone else besides those three?
No, bitch.
I later saw Ms. Kulik, who came from the hospital. Those were the people I examined that evening.
It's the three.
So it was just the three?
Yes.
The four.
Oh, I'm
that's
sorry,
the one
four.
from the
Yes.
other one.
And,
Okay.
and no one besides those four?
Correct.
Okay, so she got 4, and the other one, I guess, got 2. That's some shit. Oh my god, she can too. That's hilarious. Daryl thought a coroner
do you
was
recall
a beer.
being notified possibly to testify in this matter?
Yes.
Do you know about when?
I knew always that this case would.
What's so funny is that this line of question is the whole purpose of him even asking this, is to set it up to say, and who was the plaintiff? Or you were supposed to, you were testifying on behalf of the plaintiff. Who is the plaintiff? Is the plaintiff in this room?
End up in trial. I mean, but I don't remember when I actually had a date and time for appearance.
And how would you know exactly that the case would end up in trial? And I say that because many factors could play out along, many different things happen over time.
You're right. That was probably.
Like what? You die? Like oh, you mean like you die before the trial, so we don't have to have the trial? Is that what you mean? I had my fingers crossed on that one. I was failed. The disappointment on my face. You should have seen it. Ooh. Either that or what? You were gonna say you were gonna plead guilty? They wasn't gonna have no trial? Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen. He like, well, how did you know it was gonna be a trial? I mean, there's plenty of things that could have happened. No, there's just the two. You plead guilty or you die before the trial. Like those are the two.
Probably a misstatement on my part. I thought it might go to trial, given the nature of the case, but I did not know for sure.
That makes sense. Definitely.
Bitch! Look at him. He felt like he won something with that. That makes sense. Definitely. Oh, how about everything else that was said today, Daryl? Does any of it make sense? No, I didn't think so. Oh my God. That's the audacity. Imagine being judged by Daryl.
An idea that you might be testifying.
That's
Bitch,
true.
it's what she said.
And when did you know for sure that you would be testifying?
See,
So you really only know for sure when you're called to court. You get a subpoena and things can still change.
Here we go.
So,
Here we go. Go ahead, Daryl.
I guess that's the best answer I can
That's
give
the
you.
dumbass question.
Do you recall when you were subpoenaed?
No.
Was it fairly recent to now, or was it some time ago, a few months?
Probably not months, but I don't remember.
Go ahead, Daryl. We already know what you're going to say.
Do you recall whom you were
There you
subpoenaed
go.
by?
The district attorney.
Would that be referring to one of the district attorneys here today?
Sue Opper.
Okay, come on, Daryl. Ask the dumbass question. Go ahead. We already know where you're going with this. Go there.
Do you recall what time you arrived on the scene after the incident that
Now he
night?
done went back. He done.
It was about 10 to 8.
And do you recall what time you finally left the scene?
No, I don't recall exactly.
Would it be fair to say you were there for quite some time?
Probably around an hour or so, and then we continued our work at the medical examiner's office for a couple more hours.
And after you were subpoenaed, did you
I know.
were
What did you
in
have?
contact with Attorney Opera?
Right, Warren? What did you have for breakfast on that fateful day? Yeah, just these pointless, stupid ass fucking questions. I scalded the shit out of my tongue, y'all. I was sipping away at that coffee from jump. It took a while for it to happen, but now my fucking tongue is scalded. I'm gonna be miserable the rest of the night now. Man, they got that fire. Oh, let's read this. Matt Cannon said, it's Darrell. Well, I got that overall and that sustained from the grounds of that ejection. Starts rapping. Wanna gonna get them grounds, yeah. Wanna gonna get them grounds, yeah. Man, it got that fire. I just bought a load for about, oh my God, I forgot about that. See, Cantor, I forgot about that. I just bought a load for about a half a ticket. Oh my God, he sure did. He bought a lowrider car. Darrell was balling. Y'all remember that? Darrell was balling. Darrell had all the money. Nobody else had any money because Darrell had all the money. He was keeping it all for himself. All the money that he had, which was all of it. Okay? Darrell had all the cash. Every bit of it. He bought a low rider, which is a car that can drop real low. He bought one that was a half a ticket. Now, a half a ticket, for those who do not know, a half a ticket is $500,000. So apparently, Darrell had bought a low rider car that cost $500,000. That's how much money that he had. I know what you're thinking. Well, if he had that car, why was he living inside of his mother's Ford Escape? And I don't know what to tell you about that. I can't answer that question. Only Darrell can. If Darrell had all this money, why was he living inside of abandoned cars, plural? Those were his words, not mine. Abandoned cars and trucks. Plural and plural. Cars and trucks. Okay? With an S. All right? Very plural. You know, why he was doing that when he had a load that he bought for about a half a ticket, I don't know. I can't answer that. I can't speak for why that was happening. But I can say this, and I know it's true because it was in his rap lyrics of his song, and nobody lies in rap lyrics, right? Darrell bought a low for about a half a ticket. It's what happened.
After that?
Yes.
The abandoned alleys. That's right.
Did Attorney Opera ever state that she was the plaintiff in this matter?
Objection relevant.
Sustained. You do not have to answer that question.
Grounds for the sustain, Your Honor.
You may ask your next question.
Were you ever made aware of the plaintiff in this matter?
Objection,
Grounds.
relevance.
Sustained. You do not have to answer that. Please ask your next question.
Grounds for the sustain, Your Honor, before I continue.
Ask your next question.
Do you even know if there's a plaintiff in this matter?
Objection, relevance.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Reason for the sustain, Your Honor?
Ask your next question.
No reason for the sustain, Your Honor?
Ask your next question.
Do you know of any claims filed in this matter by you or anyone else?
What are claims?
Exactly.
Any reports filed? Any
He don't know what he asking. He wasn't expecting that. She said, "What's that dumbass thing you said again?" What is it? Tell me what it is, the thing you're asking about, and then maybe I'll see if I can't figure out how to answer it. He don't fucking know. How's she gonna answer the question if the thing you're asking about is something even you don't know? So if she even tried to give an answer, it can't be right because you don't even know what you're fucking asking. Fucking weirdo. Look at him. Yeah, he's stumped like a motherfucker. Hit the like button for mama. How many likes I got? This thing's still saying 101. How many likes? Gimme likes.
any filings made on your behalf or anyone you know?
I'm actually not sure I understand that.
I would object to it. It's vague.
Grounds.
Sustained. Sustained is to the form of the question.
Did you make any claim of being an injured party in this matter?
No.
Do you know of anybody that has?
Objection, relevance.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Reason for the sustain, Your Honor?
Relevance. Speculation. Vague.
Have you had any opportunity to view a complaint in this matter?
Objection, vague.
Grounds.
Sustained as to the form.
Have you ever seen a complaint in this matter?
Objection, vague.
Grounds.
Sustained as to the form.
Well, the whole point of this whole lineup thing is just him trying to say, oh well, who is the plaintiff? The plaintiff is Wisconsin, and I have the right to question my accuser, which would be Wisconsin. And why can't Wisconsin come in here and get on the stand? And that's dumb as fuck because Wisconsin is a place, not a person, you piece of shit. But that's the whole point of him doing this back and forth. He did it with every single witness at the end. He would ask him questions and then he would finish off with this. That's what he was doing. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, he's got an appeal. He got an appeal trial coming up in, I guess, maybe in October. And it is, they're going to let him represent himself. So he'll be representing himself again. So that'll be fun to observe. I can't wait personally myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of being in a courtroom with no integrity. How can you even call yourself a judge? All right, y'all. I'm about to get on over here. It's been 3 hours and 14 minutes. Mama's working hard. Working hard. telling many jokes. Many, many, many. Many, 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 many jokes. Okay. Ooh. Consider becoming a member. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And if you have a Twitch account, if you are in Mama's chat right now and you have a Twitch account, if you could do Mama a great service and go to, go on Twitch and follow Mommy. You gotta follow Mama. I am trying to get to 25 followers. I need to get to 25 followers. You know what I'm saying? I need it. I need it. Okay, my Twitch handle is this right here. Kinoni_play. Ooh. I don't know why I made such a complicated name. I'll be changing it. But that's the name right now. Okay. Okay. That's if you already have a Twitch account. You know what I'm saying? All right. All right. All right. Kenoni. KENONI_play. That's my Twitch. Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all behave, because I'm not gonna do it. Absolutely not. Okay. And I will, more than likely, I'll see you tomorrow. Au revoir. It's getting on for 6 a.m. here. Oh, it's 6 a.m. in London. Oh no, honey. All right. Good night. Good night, Chad. Good night.